I'm fucking here, boys and girls. Let us continue decorating. You can have Spock hair. Somebody help me design my guy. Oh, that's a Kermit is. Smoking inside a space helmet. Oh no, it's fine. The cigarette's outside. This is my IRL physique. Yes, I am a sock with an avocado body in real life. How's the game volume? Is it gnarly? There's my PNG. I'm lost in the ether. What do you mean? It's right here. This is my guy.
I mean...
He's in.
I mean...
In what? Oh, there. Right on.
Order! Okay, there. Share chat! Oh my god, it's that Kemi guy.
Yeah, I don't know why he's here. Everybody watch your wallets. And your mothers.
Everybody watch your wallets and your mother. Hi, Autumn.
Get fucked. Yeah, we're here, we're live. I should get rid of the Dr. Pepper because I don't have any right now. There we go.
I can fix that. I egoed Kemi?
You did?
Apparently.
Fucking got his ass.
To be fair, I get a lot of random friend requests, so I just like, and notifications annoy me, so I just hit delete, 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 delete.
God damn it. Okay, let me continue the list. So far, I owe 3 people me drinking a Dr. Pepper of redeem points. Emmy told you to. I don't blame you. Keep sending them. I'll just keep sending them. That's spam, good sir. That's grounds for blocking. Thank you, Hydrate.
I put the code in the VC chat quick, but make sure you hide it when you join.
Gotcha.
because any person can just like join and start screaming.
Yeah. I'm very well familiar with how these heathens act. Look at them. Hello, everyone.
No!
Oh, quick, make sure you mute in Discord.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
No, the Discord. Make sure I leave the water running in the tower. That's crazy. My mic's muted.
Good job.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, hold on. I want to try out the... I'm gonna be a journalist this time.
Wait, what was the flood redeem? Oh shit, I don't have the thing up. Dr. Pat, please! Fuck, dude, I'm sorry. I'm a failure. I'm a damn failure. One job. Okay, you know what? Get wrecked. How about that? How about damn apples? My mother. How about Kemi's mother? How about that? Oh! Kemi's mother! Oh! This one ban this one from my own stream? This is some fuckery. I have so many things open. Last time I changed the map, it didn't matter.
What?
Last time I changed the map, it didn't do it.
I saw it
We
change.
weren't in. I didn't see it change. It looked the same to me. Some nonsense.
I mean, we could try it again. This time I'm actually seeing the cards registered now, because it shows the D2 cards, and it's saying the map has been changed. I didn't see the map changed last time.
Alright. I think Slow Benson should be the president of the Wizard's Tower. Careful.
Is
Benjamin
Kraken joining us on
about
this?
the Benson topic. He should be.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He went to go
He's making
make
food.
noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to go make food.
Noodle.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Come back.
So there's
Nothing
6
happened
of
while you were
us.
gone.
We had what? What happened? While I was gone?
Nothing happened. But what I was gonna say is we have 6 players right now, so we can either have all of the secondary ones, journalist, witness, bailiff, or we can have jurors. But I think journalist, witness, bailiff would be more fun.
I think from the video I was watching, like witness and bailiff were kind of thrown in and out for jurors.
Yeah. Prosecutor.
Yoseki store.
Bosekis.
Prosecutor.
I hate being prosecutor because I don't know what to prosecute.
You prosecute.
You prosecute
the pro-
Tor.
the-
Yeah, but I have a brain part.
Well, I mean, if we want to,
You gotta
we can
prac-
start now and
practice
just
for
wait
D&D.
tension. Why did I say tension? We
What?
could wait
You
for
want me to leave?
Kraken.
I can leave.
Who's leaving?
No.
Why are you leaving?
You said you needed to wait for me. I can go find something to do.
No, wait for Kraken. No.
Why would you leave?
I don't know.
Why would you leave?
Stop that. Why are you in a rush to leave us?
Stop. You violated the law.
You believe this?
Unbelievable.
He doesn't want a game with us. Quick tension, too good for us.
There's a man out there I have to find. Sullying my name.
How long do you need?
Until he's found. God damn it. Also, who did I miss while I was away?
He's better than all of us. Too true, Nikki. Too true.
Sora, thank you for the hydrate. How are you, Sora?
Trying to think.
My Castle Crashers pal.
I'm trying to think before
Castle
I started
Crashers.
of what I want to
Yeah.
Kraken's back.
prosecute.
Me,
Code it.
Autumn,
The code is in
and
the chat.
me, Autumn, and 2 other streamers are going to be doing a
It is
Castle
in chat.
Crashers collab in a bit.
Castle Crashers is such a fun game.
It's so fucking good, which is why I need to play it separately with Kemi and Pine Tree.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite
No, Kemi.
character?
I haven't unlocked all of them. Of the basic
What?
knights,
Or just in general?
just in general. I think Hattie was always good. Okay, never mind. Yeah, dude, because there's no way Pine Tree's gonna be able to play it anytime soon. And if I play with him, I have to have you there as well. It's going to be fucking. If it's anything like our Battle Block Theater playthrough, we're gonna be strangling each other. And it'll be doubly as good because he's never played the game before.
Battle Block Theater is also so good.
Oh my god, that was so much fun. And also, I would never do it again. It was so much fun, but if you ever try to make me play Battle Block again, I'm gonna cry.
Nah, quick, we got to do a playthrough now.
Havoc and Sora, what the fuck did I miss? Congratulations. Havoc, they said it couldn't be done. Sora, I've known you for a week. Battle Block Theater. I feel like everybody I know likes Battle Block. It's so... The commentary of it is so fucking funny. They have a new game as well. You had a Vegas wedding with Havoc? Havoc of all people.
I need Kraken and I need a McGee. Got his
I'm ready.
I'm ready. What do you mean?
Unfriggin' believable. Why wasn't I invited? Elvis impersonator and everything? When the fuck did this happen? Sora, what is your intention with my son?
Unbelievable.
I think you're a bad influence on him. We're getting stuck
Honestly,
in a
just
death
a
loop.
gateway to get me to you.
Oh
There you
my
go.
gosh.
Aries, it changed.
What the fuck? Who's this sad-looking fucker?
So Aries right now is creating the plaintiff and the reason why he's in jail or he's on trial right now. What the fuck are you doing to the dog, Ollie?
Yo.
Ollie, what are you doing?
Why is mouse sensitivity so low?
Bingle Bingle used all of the res tokens for the team 2 wipes in a row.
2 wipes in a row.
Dingle Bingle, how could you? Slow benching the witness.
Oh.
How does this work?
So, you want to scroll up and down to change it. You also just put Kraken on the stand as a witness.
Oh, what?
So
How did I
you
do
can
that?
so scroll your scroll wheel. Those buttons will call a witness depending on that. There's also those buttons which are the guilty and not guilty, and then for some reason the
Oh,
witness calling
okay, I see, I
buttons
see, I see.
also match the evidence buttons. So you want to look for the evidence buttons and then call whoever first.
So how do I send him back?
Go find that and then just click on a button. I think there you go.
Oh, okay.
There we
Sweet.
go.
I'm just being thrown around.
Yeah. All right.
In Sock we trust.
All
What do I
right,
have to do?
You have to defend Dingle Bingle, who used all the res tokens for the team.
With
2
one of
wipes
these
a
things
row.
in the manila folder.
Yeah.
Ollie, watch it out there. You are talking to the man of the court right now. You are throwing shit at.
I should probably not have Ares' stream up.
It doesn't matter.
Why did you smack
So-
Kraken?
Dingle Bingle was
Reasonable.
the first death in the raid. Dingle Bingle ruined Flawless and ruined the whole encounter because he wiped us. Well, us. He wiped the team because he used all the damn res tokens.
Interesting. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to call a witness to the stand,
Oh, would
if
you
possible. Yes. They actually said "There goes Flawless" at the time that it had occurred.
All right, Kraken. What do you? Let it. Yep. Talk.
Huh? What?
Cracking
To
in the
your side of the
witness.
story. You were called as a witness by the prosecutor.
I did indeed say there goes flawless. However, at this point, that is a immediate reaction that is said without thought. As even with seasoned raiders, we will blame each other for throwing flawless by just going, there goes flawless. Usually due to a failed well skate.
Interesting. Can I talk to the prosecutor for a second? I thought he was on your side. Doesn't he have a more compelling argument?
I don't know.
I would hope so.
I would hope
Alright.
so.
It said
Get him
both
up there.
Take
sides.
your seat.
Get
It
him
said
off the
both sides, and I forgot which side. I forgot which side Ares was on. That's my bad.
If you hit tab, it shows. Oh, it doesn't show who's on what side, but
Your Honor. How do I play this? Oh, there we go. Your Honor, clearly he messed up his skate. He lost his well multiple times, and he simply had to force the wipe to get it again.
reasonable. I would do the same thing.
Who wouldn't? I'd like to point at one person in this room who wouldn't also.
Well, I'm staring at the officer over there because that's a hunter main you're looking at.
Yeah, but you're not pointing. I rest my case.
I wish I could smack the shit out of you right now.
Fuck!
Oh yeah, I can smack the shit out of you right now.
Oh my god.
Your Honor, my client was simply standing on business.
That's a very compelling argument. Now let's hear some from the other side.
I'm gonna get you out of this.
So,
You're gonna be alright.
you say that it was because they lost their well that they had to force the wipe, but they also forced the wipe because they wanted to take their time to put the right artifact perks on because they weren't properly prepared.
Hey, can we stop throwing shit in my courtroom?
Bailiff,
damn
do
it.
something! Bailiff! Ref!
Ref! Do something, Ref!
This is my courtroom.
You.
Is that all? Any more
Freaky
to add to that,
everything
prosecutor?
goes.
Bailiff, can you do your fucking job?
Oh, you know what?
Make this
There
man
you
stop.
go. Why he looks so sad now, though?
Alright, we're gonna hear from the other side now if that's all you have.
Your Honor, you've witnessed the prosecution here. My opponent blatantly lie about having wrong artifacts on. What is that? What the fuck is happening? Blatantly lie. My client has over 5,000 hours in Destiny 2. There is not a single chance that he would neglect to put the right artifacts on. Even if he started with that, it wouldn't warrant the use of 2 wipes. Maybe he forgot the first one and then he'd adjust it in the middle, but it wouldn't result in the act of 2 wipes. And frankly,
Okay.
I don't believe they presented any evidence to the matter that he did have the wrong artifacts equipped. Are we not all innocent until proven guilty? I have seen no evidence of ill artifacting.
You bring up a fair point there, Mr. Attorney.
Thank you.
You bring up a fair point. Now we're gonna hear from the prosecutor.
You want evidence? Well, I'll give you evidence. The accused was strafing in the well and unalived themselves during DPS.
You?
And I'd like to call forth a I want to call forth the witness. I pressed the wrong button. No.
Oh,
The witness has been called again.
let's
Witness, did you
Brothers, sisters,
or did
degrees.
you not see the defendant strafing in the well?
go. He did, simply to the fact of he blamed me for his death. I believe it was my head he shot.
Interesting. Is there any more proof besides your word? Because you could have been strafing in the well.
My thoughts exactly, Your Honor. Very smart man, Your Honor.
Give me 1 second to find it.
Objection!
You can't object to the judge. This is my courtroom. What is wrong? What?
I found the emote button.
Alright. Your witness is kind of putting on a snooze vest here. I'm falling asleep.
I'm trying to find the TikTok. Give me a second.
Your Honor, this witness is browsing TikTok. Cut his balls off.
No,
Finding
no,
proof.
no.
Prosecutor, you're gonna have to call your witness back. We're gonna move this on. We're gonna
I'm
move this on
finding the
over to the
evidence.
other side while he finds his evidence.
So as we know, there has been no evidence presented enforcing the idea that he was in fact strafing in the well. It's very possible that the previous witness may have been the one strafing in the well itself. There has been an upsurge in rocket launchers usage after all, but not everybody subscribes to that. Some people have still been using the linear buff that's going on. As a matter of fact, I can prove definitively that my client was not strafing in the well. Oh.
Oh, we got some breaking news here.
Oh, who of us here isn't? My client could not have been the one strafing the well, which killing himself. My client didn't even rally to the banner. He had no heavy.
Interesting. However, wouldn't... He's accused of using all the res tokens for the team 2 wipes in a row.
That's correct.
So what happened the second time?
He did not, well, he's accused 2 wipes in a row. Let's say he did not rally the first one. That would still invalidate the effect above. Because even if he did it for 1 wipe, that would invalidate the claim.
I'm sorry, attorney. I was looking at the evidence wrong. I see your point. Your point makes sense.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any more to add to that?
Oh my god.
Yes, I saw my my opponent over there parallel parking in a handicap spot.
Oh
I'm
my!
not the one on trial here.
No, I know.
Hold on.
No, I know. It's fine. I just wanted to bring it up. Is all.
This is unprecedented.
Neither is double parking in a handicap.
Well, we're gonna stop this conversation before it gets out of hand.
Oh.
I have found the evidence of the one accused
News already spreading.
moving in the well.
All right, you're gonna have to wait until.
Oh, brother, we're
Prosecutor brings
way
it back
past
into the
that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, no throwing shit in my courtroom.
Oh.
How do you do that?
God.
Your Honor, if my client is a liar, then why aren't his pants on fire? Oh, he has no legs. Never mind. That falls through.
That the bottom DPS upon the wipes speaks for itself. Honestly.
Well, if he was strafing in the well, that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, and he used all his teammates' res tokens, so he was dead so much time, so he didn't do any DPS. You know, everybody makes a mistake now and then and dies during their DPS rotation, and you know, you recover. But this negligence caused 2 whole wipes because of fading light.
Fading light. Interesting. That sounds to me like somebody didn't get the res.
Because there were no res tokens left.
I'm not the one. I'm just thinking of myself. I didn't say anything in regards to the case.
Well, I wish you wouldn't say anything.
What is this journalist have to say?
Oh my god.
I didn't even notice that.
I'm getting
That
abused.
is all. That is all.
all. He's beating the dog. All right, defense attorney.
I see.
Benson, aka slow benching. What do you have to say?
Your Honor, if you say that again, I'm gonna leave.
I don't like your tone.
We don't talk about him.
This is my courtroom. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, and I can leave.
We're going back to the. We're going back to the
Absolutely fine.
prosecution.
I waive that turn. That turn's a wash. Fuck that man. Matter of fact, can we get him on trial after this, Your Honor? I'd like to call Slow Bench into the sand. Slow Bench, come here.
I would like you to focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is there's a maniac out there slandering my name.
I need you to quiet down for a second in my courtroom. The prosecutor is currently trying to
Out there,
present evidence.
walking
It's
the
not my turn.
streets.
It's not my turn. I'm to present. All right, for my closing statement, you know, there's certain teammates, you know, that we come across at times that, you know, they have a hard time staying alive, and you know,
Do we know?
they tend to come in the form of hunter man. They you know,
You're gonna have to watch your tone here. We're in the middle of a trial.
they
It is the
min-max their
prosecutor's turn to
damage.
speak.
They min-max their damage, and they throw caution to the wind, and there's no way for them to survive.
So you had a bad
And
thing.
that's why all
It's
the
a very
res
compelling
tokens
argument.
were also used. There was just no way to live.
Sorry.
Silence all phones in the courtroom, please.
Laundry's
Bailiff, do you have some more important matters to attend to right now?
Yeah, actually, my laundry needs to be swapped over.
All right, we're gonna hear from the defense attorney now. The
Uh.
prosecutor has a very compelling argument. You better do some miraculous.
My opponent seems to have clearly forgotten several arguments ago. We stated that he fucked up his well. He fucked up the he messed up their skate. We established it was a well skate, which presented their need to rally multiple times. So how could he be a hunter main if he fucked up his well skate? I would also like to present.
Perhaps he swapped classes after the first wipe.
Perhaps he did, but has there been any evidence supporting that claim?
How do you know? Here's a question for you to think upon. You know, had he done the raid already this week on his hunter? Why was he on warlock?
Some people just prefer the superior class. I'd also like to point out that clearly he was on Warlock because there was a well that somebody was caught strafing in. We don't know it was my client. No evidence has been presented to that effect. Likely, some evidence might have been presented that Kraken, the witness over there, could have been the one strafing.
I don't know what evidence you're talking about.
You presented evidence that he died
Yeah, so my name
while
was not on there.
someone was strafing in the well. The
My
logic.
name was not on there.
What? Oh no.
I think I'm ready to call my verdict.
Quake has a target in his stomach, and I'm trying to hit a paper airplane in it.
Your Honor, I.
This man is guilty.
Damn.
Poor Dingle Bingle.
There's a kangaroo court. Jury was stacked. I knew the moment I saw the jury, you didn't stand a chance.
Game just
Quick,
gone.
your argument started falling apart a little bit there. Yeah.
My arguments didn't fall apart. I just didn't have any cards I can throw out there with it.
I think.
His argument fell apart because his alter ego's name came up.
Yes, I missed one turn and that
Red
fucked everything up.
herring.
They play the mind games.
Nice job.
Hey, Aries and Quick, did you guys link your Twitch? Because the
did.
Twitch can like do a
Oh, I don't think I did. Hold on.
and the people can like join the game as like jurors.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
I
let
think through text or through Twitch chat. I don't know exactly how it works, but
You can
extension.
just vote by doing like exclamation point guilty or something like that. Or not.
yeah.
I'm gonna go fill up my water again. Be right back.
Because I started a poll and I wasn't sure exactly how it worked.
Where do I find that?
It should just be in settings.
I think I have to back out to go to settings then. There we go. God damn it. Hold on. I gotta link my Twitch. One moment. Where are you? How's everybody doing today? Sora, Havoc, congratulations. So when I saw Havoc in your stream for the first time, I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Did you find first? I've known Havoc since middle school, so he had my stream first. There we go. Let me just double check that this is working.
Wait, everybody come over to the sideline. And once Gabe gets here, we'll all hit random at the same time.
We also gotta wait for Quick.
I'm back.
He's back.
Oh, I didn't even see you join.
Open your eyeballs, please.
We could start another one because he went offline again for some reason. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Guys,
So
did it work?
We're all just hitting random.
Yeah, hit random.
Extensions.
Oh, I'm the judge.
We
can't have
need a
three
prosecutor
jurors.
and defense, I think.
That actually works. We could do this.
Will it?
Yeah, 2 jurors are fine. When you play with 6, it's recommended you do 3. You do prosecutor, judge, defense, 2 jurors, and a journalist, or you don't have any jurors and you do witness and bailiff.
Yeah, prosecutor, judge, and defense are like required for most games.
Oh shit.
You immediately excuse you. We don't even know who it is yet.
Yes, I'm right across from Quick. I can aim for the avocado pit.
Yeah, he also can't hear us, by the way. Whenever you're writing up the thingy, they're muted and they can't. Actually, they can hear us. I don't know.
I spelled that wrong. Hold on. I think I spelled that wrong.
You written down.
Quick,
Wouldn't you
hurry up.
like to know?
Oh, I was talking to McGee. You sitting here drawing with a pencil. I'm sorry. Stop throwing shit. Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. You heard Ollie.
Ollie, I am
What is your problem?
I'm struggling
heard
to
him.
draw.
Stop abusing jurors.
Yeah, hang on. This is gonna be good.
What are you drawing on the notepad? Oh, we can draw on this? Oh, no way.
Slow
Yeah.
down. Mockery, defamation, slander, impersonation, poopy pants.
This is so crazy. This is actually so crazy.
Finally, something I can get behind.
We are now in court for the trial of Slow Benchen. As we see, Slow Benchen is accused of mockery, defamation, slander, impersonation, and poopy pants. And so, we'll start with you, Prosecutor Quick Tension.
Thank you, Your
State,
Honor.
Bring your evidence.
Your Honor, the defense over there, that menace to society, all purely exists to spite me. The evidence of this is that he has only got 10 hours in Destiny 2. Just long enough to form his avatars, all 3 of them we have found, link an Xbox account, and torment me. Friend me, and then hop offline. Only to appear online occasionally when I'm in the middle of something else, and poke fun at me. I have attempted to join his fire team to confront him, but upon joining his fire team, he did not in fact set it to close. He simply kicked me, waiting for me to join again, only so that he could repeat the process. This little man exists to spite me, to belittle me.
How interesting. Have you seen our jurors over there? They have some notes for you.
They've been bought.
They've been bought.
Your Honor, I don't know how to tell you this. They've been bought.
I don't know what you could ever read.
Alrighty, well, are you done with your opening statement, Quick Tension?
Yes, other than I hate you! Not you, Your Honor. That guy. Look at him over there. Leering.
Alrighty, well, Attorney T. Kraken, what do you say in defense of your client, Slow Benchen?
I believe that this has just became a fake and self-made hatred of a person solely based off of the name of the fact that their names are semi-similar.
Okay.
With that, first, the words. Would like to just show Slow Benson has flawless clears.
Oh?
I don't know if I sent that at the right time or not. I'm stupid.
Yeah,
don't
you said
know
that
the
the right
game
time. I see it.
Okay, cool.
Wait, I didn't get to read it. Read it. Let's show me again. I didn't get to see all of it.
Hit tab, and then you can
tab
pull up
in
the breaking news.
Oh, I see. A trench coat. What? Explain yourselves, all of you. What does this mean?
Also, FYI, breaking news can be used as evidence, is what I've heard, or is what I've seen.
Good to know. Wonderful.
Okay. Well,
Can this be used as evidence?
no. Continue, Kraken.
Slow Benson has a flawless clear. He may have gotten lucky in a Twitch chat and gotten carried. However, he does indeed have a flawless clear. Where looking at the trial report for the prosecutor has none. So I believe he is upset.
So you're saying that the prosecutor is taking this as personal offense?
Yes. Out of nothing.
Well, what do you say in response to this quick tension?
In response to this, I would cleanly say that in my investigations into this menace, this individual, if you will, I hope he's an individual, not 3 of my friends in a trench coat. But
So you don't know who this individual is?
no. As a matter of fact, as long as he's got that iron helmet on, I never will. I demand that he take it off, but he has refused many times. However,
I can
How
see
do you
his
know
face.
this is how do you know this is slow benching in the first place?
he has been summoned. I assume the jurisdiction system is up and running. However, I would also like to point out that he has no flawless clears. I have checked his raid report. He is an entirely new account. He is 10 hours old, and he has not even attempted a raid. Not only that, my client is a PvP main. Disgusting. Go play Call of Duty if you want to play PvP. This is an MMO, goddammit. My client, not my client, my opponent over there, with his sad, droopy face and stupid-looking nose, exists solely to spite me. Whether that being the exact opposite me in the sense that he's a PvP main instead of a PvE main, or whether that be that he is a charlatan sporting my name, parading around a bit perpetuated, or at least originated by my friends, but perpetuated by him. I rest my case, Your Honor.
How does he know it's a him?
We don't.
How interesting.
You're looking at
The
my
breaking
legs.
news. So
I'm fair to get this done.
Prosecutor, quick tension.
Yes.
Before we
Your Honor.
move over to the defense, you're saying that slow benching over here is a complete opposite to you, correct?
In every way, yes. He has no flawless clears simply because he has no clears at all. I have seen his raid report. He's a PvP main.
Yes, flawless clears do not show on raid report.
He has no clears on anything on raid report, so he can't possibly have a flawless clear. He has no clears.
Sir, I am talking about a flawless card in the Trials of Osiris.
Is it called a clear? I don't think that's called that. I think it's a flawless pass, isn't it? I think the defendant it.
It's a clear.
Is it a clear? Oh, that's
Same difference.
bullshit.
Or just lighthouse. But so
Same difference. I think we're splitting hairs now.
Let's hear what the prosecutor has to say for this.
Fuck.
Or sorry, not the prosecutor, the attorney.
Well, you can go back to the prosecutor if you want.
He is saying that he is a copy. However, my client here knows the meta. He knows what
Stop
to do and
throwing
who.
paper. Oh, it's not working.
Sorry, continue, attorney.
He
Man.
knows what to do. He is aware of what to do both in PvP and PvE. However, well, Quick Tension over there refuses to take off his off-meta build. He is
Defense is
constantly
against
on the
Quick Tension?
bottom end of damage.
Me?
Yes.
Sir, the defendant over there has bribed his attorney to continue his slander of me. My damage is on par on average, occasionally above par, but never below.
Okay.
There are those in the chat who can vouch for me. Members of the chat up there in the thingy.
Where's this chat you're talking of?
Up there in the rafters.
Are you insane, prosecutor? Quick tension.
No, they're in the rafters. You can see
Who is
them.
this chat?
Oh, in the Raptors?
Yeah, they're behind us over there.
I don't see any. Are you talking about the witnesses? Not the witnesses.
The jury?
The onlookers.
Yeah.
The spectators?
Yeah.
The spectators.
This is a public court, yes.
Thank you, juror number 1.
Thank you for calling me number 1.
Always my number 1.
You can't beat that, Mickey.
Okay, well, what do you say in defense to this, prosecutor? Quick tension?
Where the fuck did my mouse go? Hello? Bring my mouse back. There we go. Your Honor, he might be using off-meta builds, but you can simply find that on a Rick Gakis video. Many of us have, or not off-meta builds. He's been using meta builds, but you can find that on any YouTube video. You have a bit of dissidence in the it's gone now. Your Honor, he may have been using a meta build. However, true to fashion, and probably more important, he doesn't know the mechanics. I do. Therefore, he is my opposite. It doesn't matter how good of a build you have.
Oh, never mind.
It doesn't matter how good of a build you have.
Is it going the wrong way?
Thank God.
No,
But he's dead.
He's slandering me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too good, does it? Does it, Judge? Does it, Your Honor? It doesn't feel too good. Do you see what I live with now? Do you see why I brought this court?
Do this to me.
You see why I brought this court to court?
Yes, I see. Quick tension.
Yeah, do you see now? You see now what this man has done to me and my livelihood.
Yes. I have a few personal gripes with juror number 1 over there, but okay. Attorney Kraken, what do you say in response to this evidence that was presented? Order. No flipping off.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well,
My defense, I hate him.
That is fair.
well, quick. You said he was top DPS every time.
I did not.
You most definitely did.
I did not. You can roll back the tape, Your Honor. I said I was on par, occasionally above, but never below.
I do remember this.
How can he be on par and occasionally above when he is the div kitten?
Who is this div kitten? Are you saying
Quick.
attention?
I'm saying Quick is. My client Slow Bench-in does meta builds 4 damage.
Nicky, you little slag. I'm giving him ideas.
What?
Continue.
Are you insulting the voices in your head?
It's holding someone. It might be 3 people in a trench coat. That's starting to hold water.
I think he's incriminated himself at this point. He's proven that he is not sane.
Your Honor, the defense seems to misunderstand the point of a trial. This is not Ace Attorney. He is not here to convict me of anything. He is simply here to prove his client is innocent. That is how the judicial system works.
I'm proving he's innocent by saying he's not a copy of you. And he is in fact better than you.
No. I don't believe he is.
Where does this poopy pants come into play?
General attitude and shittiness. Your Honor, my defense has specified that I am a div kitten. I have identified as a div bitch in the past. His claim that I love using divinity is true. I will grant the defense this. However, as of late, there has been little use. What the fuck? There has been little to no use for divinity. Occasionally, when people are using Lord of Wolves, one might pull out a divinity. But with the buffs done to Sanguine Alchemy and the benefit you get from it by placing a well, I have often been on Lord of Wolves, which would take the divinity spot. Many other people have been calling to use divinity, even non-warlocks, which is nice to see, but not always great for damage. Anytime, I assure you, I have used divinity and not swapped to a stronger loadout, it is simply because Dim was not loading. However, I cannot say the same for him, because his account is only 10 hours old.
What do you say in response to this, Greg? You having fun? He's going insane! Medic, help him! We need a medic in the courtroom!
Servants! What animals? Animals!
Hold on. Oh, I think he's okay.
He's gone
Are you
still.
okay, juror number 1? Oh, no, he's fucked up.
Oh, he's had too much Del Taco.
All Alright.
So at this point, I changed my. I think our juror is a net limiter.
You're going.
The juror.
Because I don't
The
know.
juror?
I don't know what he just did.
He's
but
net limiting
it's
sock court.
natural.
Who is that? Oh,
It goes back to editing.
Juror number 1, what do you say about this accusation against you? We might have to remove you from this court.
The jurors are being held in contempt.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna leave him to his antics over there. You know, Prosecutor Quick Tension, he was against you the entire time. Now, since he is proven to be a ne'er-dweller, your side is looking a lot better.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's hear what you have to say.
Your Honor, lastly, I would like to point out that the defendant has absolutely no survivability. I make an effort to ensure that I can survive, that I can help and assist my team, that I can survive all of these paper cuts I'm getting from these paper balls being thrown at me. My client, or rather my opponent, is the opposite of me in every way. So not only does he slander my name, but he goes around in such a way that it might ruin the events that he's a part of for those of his teammates, such as using up all of the res tokens, dying with a buff and thus having to reset the encounter, or straight up starting the encounter before anyone's gotten the chance to rally. It is all equal and symbiotic behavior. Your Honor, my client is not an innocent man. He knows it. And he's just trying to trick everybody until he gets out of it. He's trying to bide time and hope that there's enough air between him and the truth that he can slink away. I ask the members of the jury to look within yourselves and vote true. My opponent is guilty.
how many times are you gonna call him your client?
Oh, I wish he was on this side of the desk.
Is that a threat?
No. I have questions for him, and I wish I gotten a better chance to speak with him, Your Honor.
I think he's.
I rest my case, Your Honor. I will settle for nothing less than the electric chair.
Threatened my client. I would like to file for a restraining order.
You'd like to file for a restraining order?
Sir,
My
this is
client would like to file for a restraining order against the prosecutor.
Sir, he's going to jail if he loses this. We don't need a restraining order. He'll be in there where he belongs.
All I'm going to say is you said that he did not stay alive. However, he is a warlock main that constantly runs healing nades due to his newness of the game.
He is not. If you look at his raid report, his two most used classes, despite the 10 hours of play, are Hunter and Titan.
How interesting.
Your Honor, if you would like proof of this, I have it all in my Discord server within the Wizard's Tower. We have a manhunt board for this individual. We have accrued a massive amount of evidence, and a massive amount of individuals can attest to the validity of this evidence. One such evidence is that he does indeed have a warlock, but his warlock is seldom used. Lowest light level you can be at the game currently. The other two's Titan and Hunter, 2020, both of them. Funny how that works, isn't it? Defense.
I would like, using the evidence you just provided, I would like to show that his warlock is at 2020 along with his hunter. His Titan is the lowest with 2005.
Did you just look that up now?
That is a screenshot from your server.
Oh, is it? Hold on, let me find it. Where's the screenshot? Where is it?
That is an active screenshot from your server.
Where's the screenshot? Anyway, I just got my server. Where's the manhunt? There it is.
Is that all you have to say, Drew, number one?
Why would I have anything else to say?
His Warlock's 1925.
You sound like.
And if you would like to see the
Oh, I see.
very
Yes, I see you now.
following next
Yes, I see what you're saying.
It shows his warlock was at 2020.
Your Honor,
Meaning
clearly he is
used
trying to.
the right of the 9.
Yes, Your Honor, clearly he is. Yes, exactly. He has used the right of the 9 to try and hide his guilt, to try and hide the fact that his Warlock is seldom used.
However, you say that, yet his Titan is still not.
Exactly. You are 100% correct, but it is not at its lowest light level.
The right of the 9 Eternity Lobby to collect the armor on his Warlock, while he has yet to do so.
While he has actively played on his Titan. You can tell because it is not at the lowest light level, nor is it at the highest light level. It is somewhere in between that you could only have gotten by playing and farming.
His Titan is or you had
Or
not put on a single piece of gear.
Yes.
A weapon that could be lower.
He is not he's not spec'd
Order,
correctly.
Order.
Sorry, Your Honor. I just get so heated.
Okay, so
Judge, before you make your ruling, I'm gonna have to politely ask you to hold off for one more second.
I'll hold off for one more second. Juror number 1. Oh, you meant.
Thank you.
First off, I would also, juror number. Okay, there's the guilty. The first one is guilty. Juror number 1, in my eyes, Ollie, chose guilty.
Oh, that actively gives the finger. Okay.
Yeah. Why could you do that in my court?
Chat vote, exclamation point, guilty or not guilty.
Okay. Our net limiter is saying not guilty.
Just a net limiter, Your Honor?
I do not. Also, the Twitch viewers are saying
I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
it's waiting.
Slow Benchen was found dead.
Slow Benchen he's dead?
He's gonna be found dead in the parking lot.
That's breaking news.
Then who is this one?
He's faking, Your Honor, he's faking his, Your Honor, he's faking his death. He's trying to escape by any means necessary. This little rat is guilty. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury in the chat, please, I beseech you, bring this man to justice. Exclamation point guilty or exclamation point not guilty, please.
Everybody, exclamation mark, not guilty. He's clearly not guilty.
Don't listen to the net limiters conspirators.
Free slow benching.
It has
He
been
did nothing
centered.
wrong. Free my boy.
The votes have been centered.
I don't know if you're still waiting for me, but I've been ready for a while.
I want
I've
Blue
been
to have
waiting.
to make the decision.
Okay. Well, the net limiter says not guilty. Ollie oh, he changed it to blue. Oh. Are you undecisive, juror number 2? Well,
Juror number 2, please, look me in the eyes. Thank you.
okay. Well, with our net limiter going crazy and choosing not guilty, our juror number 2, number 1 in my eyes, choosing guilty, and the votes being directly centered alongside all of the evidence presented, I would like to do this.
No!
Vindication! Let's fucking go! See you in hell, jackass! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great day for justice. This is a great day for wizardkind. We got that bastard clapped in iron straight to the electric chair. Let's fucking go!
Oh my god.
I'm playing prosecutor next. Actually, wait. Let me.
I don't want to be the journalist. I want to be the. I haven't been the bailiff yet.
I'm gonna be annoying and just draw things now.
Ollie's drawing
Well,
things.
we need somebody to be the prosecutor.
I was like, can I do something that's not up on the stand? Because my next alarm's about to go off in 10 minutes.
But not gonna lie, that's part of the reason I want to be a juror too. Is I will need to get up and go do my laundry as well.
Where's Gabe?
Game is still not here. I think we just have to continue. I don't know what happened to him. I texted him and he's offline.
Yeah, ready up.
Quick tension. You have to.
We
be
don't.
the
We don't have a prosecutor.
The defense wins.
No journalist.
You were kind of scared.
Ollie.
I will be back in a moment.
Peace. Ready up.
Ole.
At your earliest convenience.
Ole.
Ollie.
Ole. Ole.
He was number
Oh.
one.
Nikki, I saved us.
What happened?
Hi, Nikki.
I saved us from disadvantage.
Thinking about you, baby girl.
Ollie, ready it up.
I don't think he's here.
Ole. Ole.
Can you guys hear my fan at all?
I can't.
No, I don't think so.
I saw it light up as the fan was blowing this way. I was like, oh god. Here comes a hurricane! Oh, I wish Nikki could play this. She'd be so funny in this. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it.
She's
I know
got a.
it.
She has a
Like,
laptop.
it's
She
like
could probably get it
people-
on her laptop. It's not a very intense game, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe. Gotta get Nikki a laptop.
He has one. He plays D&D
Like a
on it.
better one. Like a
Oh,
gaming
yeah, no, I
laptop.
agree. Well, she's trying to get a PC.
Yes.
She's working on it. That's something she's working toward. Your laptop would explode and you would die.
Probably not. This game requires like
I'm sorry, I
nothing to
should've-
run.
Ready up earlier.
Okay, I figured.
Your Honor, the bailiff was lacking. Who's this? Bum, 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 bum. Where is it? Where are you?
Perfect. We're gonna have a fair and just trial today. Be silenced
Oh,
again.
Wait, how did you get knocked out?
Yeah.
Oh, you can zoom in.
That was funny, yeah. That is hilarious.
Absolutely. Oh, I should have put that. You're right, Nikki.
How could
I'm
you
so
resist?
sorry.
I also told you, I knew you'd be wearing the wizard robes.
No, it's fine. All right, let's cook this goose.
I have made my decision.
Property damage within the tower.
What do you mean you've made your decision? We should have got here. Your Honor.
I'll defend you.
Speak.
Your Honor.
You heard enough.
What? But Your Honor! It's not my turn anymore! God fucking damn it! What is this kangaroo court? Your Honor, please!
Alright, I apologize. Go on.
I'm here to talk.
You should be.
It's okay.
Your Honor.
This will be an easy trial.
What fuck? My opponent has been using an off-meta build, causing various forms of damage within the tower. My tower and the actual tower itself. Havoc, relax. We'll get them on another one. Relax. I'm trying to work down the line here. They've been waterlogging the tower.
Okay, is that...
No, I didn't realize I could display multiple things.
you haven't even...
I did. I displayed. They're using an off-meta build. Fucking... Your Honor, wake the fuck up.
Huh?
My client over, my opponent over there, guilty. Messing around in the tower, waterlogging it. They seem to be a fan of waterlogging all forms of tower. Our current tower, the Destiny Tower.
It's not how you spell Rapunzel. Is that all?
Yes, that is
Anyways.
all. I rest my case, Your Honor. This kangaroo court.
Your Honor, there is a reason why she was using an off-meta build. It's because she's the debuff king. She's worrying about her team. She's giving off the debuffs for her team. She's not doing property damage within the tower. She's just she's using her tractor cannons, her tethers. She's using everything she can to support her team. There's no way she can do property damage. There's no explosives that she has.
Your Honor, my client is a warlock main. There is no tether for them to be having.
Silence in my court. I will have order.
They also do not use tractor cannon. They use a glaive.
Do something.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's all you had for the defendant, or was there more?
There's no way she can do property damage with the amount of things that she has for debuffs. It's just impossible. That is all I have to say for this opening statement.
Alright. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
She's asleep and left. Yeah.
It's not high
We gotta do
damage,
descending
so other people
when she's
can do
around.
high
We gotta do
damage.
the banner sending thing when she's
So
actually
she's
around.
not doing the property damage herself. Speak. Prosecutor, quick tension.
Whack. Your Honor, my client would rather be in the cistern, and because of that, they have taken to wrecking and defacing the tower's property. Graffiti, blatant misdemeanors around campus, parallel parking, rather, what's the word? Double parking their ship in the hangar, causing all sorts of mayhem. I rest my case.
What did I do?
Parking.
Double parking within the hangar, graffiti, loitering, misdemeanor
They
of all
issued
kinds.
Citations for this double parking.
They have, though I have not seen any incidents where they have been paid off.
Do you have any witnesses that have seen this destruction of supposed property?
Yes, Your Honor, myself and Nikki, your baby girl.
This seems very. Our prosecutor seems very biased,
I need you to
Judge.
call a witness. Yourself is not sufficient because you have a conflict of interest.
How do you call a witness? I don't know how to do that in this. There we go. Prosecution calls
You're
Santa
calling
Claus.
Santa as a witness. Santa Claus as a witness.
Yep.
All right.
They can attest to the naughtiness.
All right. All right, Santa. What did you witness? What kind of destruction of property did you witness Autumn Dragon doing in this tower?
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of bad. The parking was actually her just crashing.
Hey,
All right, I've heard
you
of
just
that.
hit Santa Claus. What the fuck?
Oh. Gotta go again.
Your Honor.
Is it all for me?
Quick, why are you getting so mad at me? I gave
It's not your turn,
I
sir.
gave you the testimony you wanted.
I'm not mad at you.
He's not. Who's not real?
Santa.
What are you talking about? I was mad at her for hitting you. You just hit Santa Claus.
Santa is not real?
What? How could you? How could you say that to me? This is the first time I've
All right,
ever
that's
heard
enough
that.
out of you. You speak.
Alrighty, well, I would like to rebuke some of his statement that our client loves healing autos. See, healing autos are a support frame. That is another that is another part of our kit here for our debuff king, and also shows that instead of incentivizing destruction, they love to help others and heal. Why would they do this? What reason would there be for graffiti inside of the tower if our client here loves to help others? I would also like to bring a witness to the stand. This homeless man. This homeless man was helped by our client here.
All right, homeless man.
I can confirm that I have been on one too many occasions healed by a healing auto used by none other than Autumn Dragon. Raids, dungeons, sometimes even the Crucible. It's always there.
All right, all right. I
It's
see.
unbelievable. Homeless man has clearly been bought off, Your Honor.
Order in my court.
That is all I have
So-
to say for now.
Autumn Dragon, you know, everybody makes mistakes, but it seems like you're describing to me a net good that Autumn is doing in the world compared to
Yes.
the bad.
I'm not saying that this
Very-
individual
very
is a
interesting.
bad individual.
The wise, humble, and honorable O. Aries is speaking on.
Is it
this
humble to refer to
matter.
yourself as humble, Your Honor?
I'm not the one on trial here. You may speak.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have many issues with the logic surrounding the healing frame, seeing as that healing itself is not a debuff, and they have been labeled as a debuff king. I feel that it is a contradictory statement to previously uttered statements by my opponent over there. I will also point out that they have bottom DPS, and perhaps they are facilitating that bottom DPS by using an off-meta build that isn't quite working, such as a glaive, such as a auto rifle that isn't, you know, up to snuff. They're not even,
Legend of
and they don't have,
Anacreus.
yeah, yeah. They don't use. My opponent has never actually been seen to use debuffing weapons unless it is somehow part of the artifact. And even then, very seldomly. I would like to call Santa Claus back to the scene, if he would permit it.
Oh, Santa. Sure.
Santa, in your professional opinion, have you seen, or even granted, my opponent over there, the defense, have you granted them any sort of healing auto rifles for Christmas?
Ho ho ho. No, they have got their own healing autos. I have never given them any.
Yes, that's right, and it is because they don't even have the god roll healing auto, Your Honor. It doesn't have physic. It doesn't have anything.
Oh, this is quite compelling.
Your Honor, my client is only
from me.
well, no. I need you to
must
attest.
ask you a question.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is Autumn Dragon on the naughty or nice list?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that one.
You may not plead the fifth here.
He may.
No.
This is
I'm using my right as an American to plead the fifth.
You're not American. You're from the North Pole. You're not American.
Look outside the window here. We're in space. It's out of America's jurisdiction.
This is not an
This
American
fucking
court.
sign in my face makes it so I can't see out the window, so I don't know that.
Your Honor, I would like to go.
Your Honor, I want to go to the bathroom.
Enough.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to rebuke his first evidence, bottom DPS. Yes, he has bottom DPS because... yes, Autumn Dragon has bottom DPS because she's debuffing. It makes sense. And second, for the God roll. She didn't have the God roll on her at the time because DIM wasn't loading. She couldn't access it. It wasn't her fault. It was the client side's fault. Or not the client. It's the website's fault.
I see. I see.
Why do I keep getting bonked?
And besides, our client didn't play Destiny 1 as well. They might not entirely know the God rolls in the first place. So, even though they have it in their DIM...
Even though the healing rifle wasn't there in Destiny 1.
That healing... Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no healing. Yes, that's why they didn't play D1. That makes sense. They have the healing autos. You just beat the shit out of him. I would really like to call my homeless man as witness.
Sure.
Okay, homeless man.
Yeah, Blue's calling
I would
Autumn
like to
dumb.
confirm two things with you.
That's right, Nikki.
You can confirm that our Autumn Dragon here has bottom DPS, correct?
I will not speak to the judge.
You're a homeless man. You're not Santa. You're speaking to me.
I was getting bullied over there in the witness chair, waiting to be called up.
Speak to me. It's okay. You could speak to me.
Alright, can you repeat your question?
I'll buy you
So,
KFC if you don't speak to him, Mr. Homeless Man.
Can you shut this prosecutor up? I'm trying to listen.
Thank you. Okay, homeless man. So you can confirm that from the prosecutor's statement that they were bottom DPS, correct?
I can confirm.
Okay, can you also confirm that they had debuff weapons on at the time that they were at bottom DPS? And super.
I know they had a healing auto on.
Are you sure?
That's right.
Have you
That's
not-
right.
you- Our homeless man fell asleep. This isn't going.
A judge fell asleep.
Okay,
Is our juror okay? It sounds like he's dying.
I think he's dying. Okay, well, so you can't confirm that they don't have any debuffs. What? They didn't.
I
Debuffs
was
on
there, I didn't see it. I only got healed by a healing auto.
Okay. I'm getting slandered. No,
By who?
I can't
Hey,
think of anything
hey now,
else at
I'm
the moment.
answering
Let
to
me-
the best of my ability.
Okay. Did other fire team members that were in the raid confirm that they had debuffs on?
Who
At
did
the
that?
start of the encounter, there was a claim that there was a tether.
Okay. So there was
Somebody
debuff.
said, oh, somebody has tether on. I'm gonna run Goldie. It wasn't mentioned who, but somebody had it.
So our client here has bad ears.
Your client?
Not my client, the fucking witness, goddammit. Okay,
You're
well-
one to talk. You shall be silenced. I'm kidding.
No. I just want to let the audience know that apparently his client has bad hearing.
Your Honor, you can continue to his side. I'm going to bring up more evidence. I'm gonna get time to prepare my evidence.
Present your last piece of evidence.
Your Honor,
Go
my
back to being homeless.
You are homeless.
Yeah, can I go back to it? Thank you.
Well, you're back to
Oh,
Santa
you're
now.
Santa now.
Now you have a job and kids.
I
Ho
can't
ho
get rid
ho!
of you.
I am Santa Claus. I give gifts to all the children of the world. Never mind.
Your Honor, a healing auto was administered. However, as we've established, there was no god roll for that healing auto. They claim dim wasn't loaded, but my opponent, the defendant over there, has been seen numerous times to prefer using a solar glaive that you can get from Vow the Disciple. They run it very frequently. It has no current debuffs afforded to them by the artifact, so there's no debuffs they could have done. Healing itself is not a debuff. And if they were using a healing rifle, that would mean that they were using the new Strand one from the Nether, which, again, has no means of debuffing. Good for them. Good, thank you for healing, looking out. But it calls into question.
Slice on the Strand one?
Yes, but they don't have the god roll.
Yeah, it's slice.
It is if they want to be debuffing. What do I have here? I believe not playing Destiny 1 doesn't fit in with this, Your Honor. I believe that is extraneous information. Seeing as I myself and many others, including our good ally Nikki, our good friend, many of us here have not played D1. And lastly, they could not have been using Tractor Cannon or any other debuffing heavy because they had Galahorn on at the time. There was many accusations being thrown around about somebody using Tether. My opponent, the defendant, frequently, almost accountability so, on Warlock. Tether is not a feature of Warlock. Yes, you heard your name. Oh my god, shut the fuck up, Discord! Why does this streamer mode not turn on by itself anymore? There we go. Your Honor, the defendant has no legs to stand on here. They are not, in fact, a debuff king. Because if they were, they would have been using a more on-meta build for survivability. It is not the case because they would have been using a glaive in their solar slot, which would not allow them to use the solar healing auto rifle. If they were using the Strand healing auto rifle, which we have determined might be true because they love healing autos, they would not have, room for anything else up there which could present debuffs. Dim wasn't loading properly, so they couldn't have swapped later as presented by my opponent. Not playing Destiny 1 has nothing to do with the mechanics of Destiny 2. It's a very different game from how it used to be. They could not have had Tractor Cannon on at the time due to the fact that they had Galahorn on. They had no means of presenting debuffs. So my opponent has tried to mislead you and trick you and going down this whole rabbit hole of, speaking to this the individual's character as a good person. Whereas Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, the man, the myth, the legend, has spoken against them. I rest my case, Your Honor. Property damage in the tower is absolutely something up their alley. Loitering, graffiti, parallel parking in a handicap zone, double parking, all available to them.
There's a lot to be considered.
Thank you for consideration, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to say real quickly in rebuke to his final statement. First off, the healing auto that he was talking about does have a debuff on it. You can get Slice and you can get Hatchling. And as confirmed from Div, that is not the god roll that everyone is searching for. The god roll that everybody is searching for is Reparosity and Circle of Life. So they still could have had the Slice, which is a debuff on the support auto, and they still could have then Hatchling.
What
And
debuff
next.
does not a debuff king make?
Next. It was never stated here that they are a pure warlock main. We don't have any evidence that points to the suggestion that they are just a pure warlock main, so they could have been on hunter at the time, which they were. While on their hunter, they had their tether on, which was another debuff supporting their debuff king. Third, Galahorn was on. Galahorn was on at the time, since there was it was support, although it was not debuff as it was suggested. However, they are still debuffing with their tether, which we've stated. The tractor cannon was already in their inventory, so it wasn't because Dim wasn't loading, it was still in their inventory. At the time of this incident, they had Galahorn, but they always use our tractor cannon. Next, they still had bottom DPS because they were supporting the team. Let me look at my evidence to bring up something.
Yeah, the defender's a big nerd. He's reading. Who did that?
And our last piece of evidence. During the incident of property damage within the tower, our prosecutor Quick Tension says there was multiple evidences collected by the teammates. However, as I just stated, their fire team was set to closed and they couldn't join.
Fire team might have been set to close after the team joined, though, in case they didn't want anyone else coming in.
Anyways, I'd like to rest my case here.
Your Honor, you're starting to hurt my neck with that hammer.
Our client, obviously, my client,
I have
could
been,
not
I have been whacked multiple times for saying truth.
Our client here, sweet Dragonborn, could never have caused damage inside of the tower.
Juror number 3. What is your ruling?
Is that supposed to say Illuminati?
Yes, I cannot spell. And I was starting to run out of space.
How's your dog there?
What? No, I need pick something.
You can pet the dog.
Yeah.
Not guilty. I see. On the side of the defense.
Yeah, you must vote. You must cast your votes.
It has been unanimously decided. Yay! Autumn Dragon is not guilty.
This is a bad day for the justice system.
40
Let another one go.
received.
Good
really
lord.
Just the punching
Okay,
bag.
I
there.
wanna-
Oh my god.
Dude, all of my cards were so shit. I was like, I had everything against them. I had everything against Autumn Dragon. I had to like find like different cards.
It's hard to do with
explain
exclusively Destiny stuff. Sometimes.
shit. Yeah.
Or we need to add
Okay,
more
there you go.
cards. No, we don't
Wait,
have to do
what happened
default.
to-
Dragon died.
Continue
Come
with
back?
the normal cards. Not the normal cards, the D2 cards. I think we just do D2 specific ones because like we said fucking it was so hard to defend. Kraken, he's back.
Yeah, I did a dumb.
Everybody
Ready it up.
Ready, Freddy's.
4'11", 285-pound man.
Oh, my bad, pimp.
As groundskeeper, you must vote. All right. Settle down. Easy in the court. Oh, is this guilty or free? And this is what determine who gets what. I see. And Sock we trust. Who is this individual? Well, that is fun. Oh, it heals you. Be cured, my son. Oh, is it guilty or not guilty, or is it yes or no when they Twitch votes? Is everything muted?
I think it's guilty and not guilty.
The thing here that says create a 60-second Twitch poll and let your chat vote with yes or no.
Well, if you're creating a poll, I think the answer could be something different.
Oh, I see.
Like the question could be something else.
Chat, let's test to see if the system works. Is water wet? Exclamation mark yes or exclamation mark no? Okay, it's working. Wonderful. Oh, we have dissenters.
The jury has important information to provide.
How does the defense respond?
That's wonderful.
You're a lucky man, Mr. Jury. Juror number 2.
How am I juror number 2? I'm the only fucking juror. How did I get disrespected this bad?
Nice image. All right. Order. Order in the court. We're opening up. Prosecution, your opening statement, please.
As we see here, we have brought in the defendant Crow, who's accused of dying first in a flawless raid. As he was caught dying first in a flawless raid, as we see.
Uh-huh.
That's all I have to say.
You have no evidence to support this?
I can't go yet. The light's red.
I'm trying to, I thought I sent it to you. Do I have to hit the button?
You pulled the witness over.
Yeah, you pulled the witness.
How do I send
You
it?
have to scroll up and do the evidence one, not that one.
It says,
That one.
yeah, like right to the left of the button when you scroll which one you're on.
Oh. Deliver verdict. Call a witness.
One more.
Allow lawyer. There we go.
There you go.
I don't like how those buttons look the same.
So I would like to accuse Crow here, since he died first in the flawless raid, as we see, because he doesn't know the mechanics.
Crow wouldn't.
He got caught up in the mechanics, sat there, and was like, "Oh, shit, I don't know what's happening," and then just died.
Hmm.
as you can see, and that's all I have to say. He's just he went into a flawless raid, not knowing anything about the raid, and he died. Simple as that.
I see. Shameful, honestly. Defendant. Or defense. Do you have anything to speak to this? Cross-examine.
Yeah, my client actually has always just been putting div, so he's just a div kitten and has never been taught the mechanics, so he wouldn't know them if he's never been taught. He just gets put on div every time.
I see. But do you think being put on div every time and not knowing the mechanics speaks to him dying first or not?
No, not really.
No, it doesn't speak to him dying. So you've presented evidence that doesn't contradict what the prosecution is. First, last, which Petra's run must learn the hard way.
Here, because he was running div, he wasn't able to put on his heal clip ever in action.
I see. Yes, that would do it. It would remove the ability to... It would remove some ability for a hunter like him to sustain himself.
Yeah.
He has never been shown to be running a healing nade, after all. Very interesting. You have anything left to say in his defense before you pull over to the prosecution
That's
again?
it
Very well.
for now.
Prosecution.
Well, first off, I would like to state, as it's already stated, that the defendant here is a hunter man, so doesn't play any other character.
Yep.
Stuck on hunter. As Crow is.
Yep.
Second off,
Seen using an axe once.
he's
Very
also
uncomfortable.
a PvP main. He's a very bad
Yes.
PvP
To
main.
be yes, he's killed a lot more guardians than he has individuals, according to my.
Yeah, and he has a really bad KD as he's died multiple times.
Yes, that is true. He's
And,
basically 0.5 KD at this point.
Okay. The next evidence against our Crow here is, alongside not only having not known the raid, he has 10 hours in Destiny 2 in general.
What?
I don't know how he got into that flawless raid and who pulled him into there, but he was not even prepared or ready for it. So he, of course, is gonna die first.
Prosecution. The defendant has been around since 2018 when Forsaken came out.
Yeah, but he was a hunter. He wasn't a hunter until recently.
True, but he has been in the game for at least that long. You have not specified 10 hours in Destiny 2. He has had more than 10 hours in Destiny 2.
No, this is specifically Crow.
Oh, my apologies.
Thank you for smacking him in return.
You're what? Yes, it's only even. All scales must balance out. Very well.
Do they?
Do you have anything left to present?
No, you already took my turn away.
I can give it back.
No, I don't need. I'll wait.
All right. Defense. Cross-examine.
The only reason that we had my client room flawless was because he had a bad DPS rotation because someone walked in front of him during DPS with a rocket equipped. He couldn't help killing himself with the rocket because people are moving around in wells.
Interesting. So you mean your client was using both a rocket and divinity for going both duties?
Forgot about that part.
What? Slow brain, bro. Slow mention. Proof of brain death due to death. What is this saying? Is that Crow is proving that slow mention died?
No, I'm saying Crow is slow benching.
What? I can't hit him. Damn it.
Can't hit Crow.
I can't hit Crow. God damn it. All right. Defendant, I have asked a question. Are you saying he has foregone both the duty of using divinity, which he claims to love, which you claim he claims to love, and that also he's had a bad DPS rotation, which resulted in his death?
Yeah, he likes to swap around a little bit to do a little bit more DPS.
All of this resulting in his death, which thus confirms the claim that he died first in a flawless raid.
Yeah, because someone else walked in front of him.
We're not here to convict another individual. We're here to convict him for dying first or not.
Yeah, but it wasn't his fault. He wouldn't have died first if someone hadn't walked in front of him.
So are you admitting guilt here, that he has died first? A punishment can be lighter depending on if it was his fault or not, but a punishment nonetheless if he is guilty.
Oh, you're kind of sort of. I never liked you anyways.
That's not looking
the
good,
picture
kid.
of him does not make him look good. Like, he showed up to the courthouse looking like that.
You gotta wear glasses, dude. It makes the jury like you more. Does the defendant have anything else to say in the defense's defense?
No, we got nothing.
Prosecution, your final statements.
The last thing, before he died, just to
Leave my
prove
man's
that
alone.
he was,
Sorry, Cookie.
he was still incompetent in this raid, he messed up his jump.
Unbelievable.
He almost killed himself off the
Oh
bat.
my fucking god. Defense.
He's pretty horrible of a hunter.
Do you have anything to say to this? I agree. I watched that final Shape trailer. He missed all of his shots. With Hawkmoon, no less.
I know, it's unbelievable.
Unfucking believable. Defense, your closing statements, please. Before I'm just about ready to make a verdict.
No, he was just trying to get spoils. He wasn't trying to go for flawless. How is this gonna help me? No rally manners? Dude, stop with flawless?
It just wasn't meant to be. I mean, look at him. He's guilty as shit. All right, we're ready to convict.
Bro got fucked there.
All right. How do I start the voting process, or do I just wait for?
You click right button to guilty, and then left button to innocent.
But is that starting the voting process, or is that just after I make
No,
my?
that immediately just ends it. I think you have to click on
Voting
the thing on
process,
the right.
you put down the hammer and you click on the Twitch thing, yeah.
Wait, what? I
They could just do. You can either do yes or no, or just do guilty or not guilty and affect the chat above. Guilty or not guilty.
Yeah, now what?
Oh shit! It was immediate.
Now what?
It's
You
bag.
can get out of the courtroom.
I'm so
Defendant, control
scared.
yourself. Security, you as well. I'm seeing a lot of no's and yes. If you do guilty, not guilty, it should affect the full bar above, but we can take yes or no's. Does our jury have a stance on this?
You just knocked out the jury.
Not any fucking more after you knocked me out. I ain't talking to you no more.
Oh my god.
You're talking to nobody now.
Your Honor, it's leading towards guilty.
Yes, I can see. DPS loser. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're ready to make a verdict. I find the defendant guilty, all charges. Send him to Iron Banner.
Can we stop allowing? Can we stop allowing areas to be in positions of power where she can abuse us?
Somebody else gotta grab it first, then.
I spent half of that round muted.
I don't want to be a prosecutor, judge, or defense right now. I want to go fuck around with the juror stuff.
Oh.
I just got kicked from the game. That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Also, yes, I could not remember how to spell bailiff, so I just said
Bailey. Oh, it goes great in spaghetti. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
I'll keep texting game.
Is his name Gabe or Game?
Game. That Gamesaur is his PSN.
Yeah, but is
I
his
just call him
name
Gamesaur.
Gabe?
No.
This whole time, I thought you were calling him Gabe.
No.
I thought his name was Gabe. I know his name is Gamesaur.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you're like on a first name basis with the guy.
I mean, I know his first name.
It's not Gabe.
No, it's not.
Man.
We could change it to Gabe.
No, his
He's
his
Gabe in my heart.
his PlayStation his PSN name is Gamesaur, and so I just call him Game.
Grab my water. Just really quick.
Game.
Alrighty, I'm back. Prosecution.
Welcome back.
Again. Where's Blueful?
I'm right here. I'm in the jurors.
You coward.
I mean, you can swap if you want. If you don't want to be defense.
I'll be the
Or
juror.
sorry, if you don't want to be prosecutor.
I'll be journalist. I want to try it. I want to see what it's like. Oh, you just did prosecution, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Then I'll do this.
Well, I mean, you've been prosecutor
No,
the
that's
whole
fine.
time.
Do you want to be juror?
Yeah, I want to be juror.
I'm ready.
I had too much talking. I was like,
Okay.
Good now.
All right, welcome to my courtroom, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out of timeout.
Right here.
Oh, great. What are you laughing at? What are you
How do
looking
you-
at?
how do you pick up the sign?
Oh, I was just admiring how you have the second outfit here today.
Blue, when you have
Second
it open,
best.
hold shift.
Yeah, behind me, obviously.
Ready?
Oh.
Nikki is accused of took forever on the tomb ships and fucked up their wellscape.
Wasted a well. Disgusting. You will not take this.
Alright, let's hear some opening statements here.
Your Honor, my client, notably, Hunter Main. They've been trying Warlock. I've been very proud of them. However, a drastic decline in their ability to clear the tomb ship section of King's Fall has presented itself. They take forever, and not only that, most of the time they lose their well in the process. And I don't know. It's weighing on everybody. It's doubling the amount of time. Speed runs are no longer speedy. Runs are no longer running.
Interesting, interesting.
Alright, Nikki, we're gonna get you out of this. It won't last too long.
Good points.
Nothing.
Quiet down there,
Open and
witness.
shut.
It's not your turn to speak yet.
No, nothing else to
Open
add
and
at this
shut,
time, Your
Nikki.
Honor.
Don't even worry about it. It'll all be great.
You done having your conversation? Are you ready to present your evidence, Miss Defense Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's hear it.
Alright. I am not of the belief that taking forever on tomb ships is a crime. And I would go as far as to say that Nikki did not fuck up her well skate because she was on the wrong subclass. She wasn't even on solar. So how could she have fucked up a well skate if she wasn't even on solar? How could that possibly work? This is falsehoods and lies.
I'm ready to call a verdict.
Your Honor, please.
All right. Well, do you have anything? You need to make a better
Nikki
argument there,
never starts with
prosecutor.
solar. Nikki never starts with solar.
You motherfucker.
He does occasionally.
No.
But more, yes, and more to that effect.
No, she
I
doesn't.
see you.
All right, prosecutor, quick tension. Let's hear what you have to say.
My client, or my defendant over there, my opponent, if you will, Your Honor, often has just stated that she was on the wrong subclass. Well, being on the wrong subclass is a perfect example of how she fucks up the well skate. She goes to do the well skate and suddenly chucks a Nova Bomb after yeeting herself off the edge of a tomb ship with an eager-edged sword, thinking that she was on well the whole time. Now, the defendant over there claims to be a seasoned Sherpa. She's done many LFGs and fire team finders for raids. And despite this, she still constantly overlooks the lack of well. Or the presence of well and the required timing for it. She's perfectly capable of a shatter dive. It is inexcusable that she is incapable of
Your Honor,
these well
anybody
skates.
can shatter dive.
Your Honor,
This
I have the
ridiculous.
talking stick, Your Honor.
I will say that, defense attorney, you have to give him a little bit of time to talk. That was uncalled for there, bailiff. Don't you dare look at me like that.
I would like to call a witness for the stand. A co-worker of the defendant, Michael. Michael, thanks for coming.
Yes. Yeah. We were in the raid, and we were actually waiting for Nikki for about 20 minutes before we threw on an episode of Kitchen Nightmares, and we finished the entire 40 minutes episode before Nikki could get through the tombs.
And you would not consider yourself a seasoned raider, yes? You have recently gotten back into Destiny. You've recently gotten working on your system again. Is that correct?
Yeah. I just started playing about a week ago.
A new player, a returning player, if you will, against a so-called seasoned veteran, Your Honor. And they were waiting for her.
Interesting. Is that all you have to say?
Your Honor, I'd like to
Witness?
cross-examine the witness.
I will allow you to do so.
What do you got to say?
During this raid, how many cheers were you in at the time?
Your Honor, my opponent is leading the witness.
Hey!
I just don't understand what my cheers have to do with being slow on tomb ships.
I'm just asking you a
not.
question.
Your
How many
cheers
cheers were
affect
you
your
at the
memory.
time?
That's uncalled for. You cannot do that to the witness. They are testifying right now.
I was more curious.
I'd say about 2. We had 2.
Sir, if you keep stunning me, I can't unfix unduck them.
2 cheers.
The judge can undo your mistakes.
I was more just curious as if I could turn 2 people into a duck.
What is 2 cheers during?
So their judgment was, and memory, was inebriated.
Sir, who hasn't had 2 cheers or
How
so
could this
during
be
kitchen
an accurate
nightmares?
Recollection? How could this be an accurate
Mr.
recollection of what happened?
Hang on one sec. Mr.
Michael.
Yeah, Mr. Michael, the coworker. Put that shit down.
I wish I could.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the juror.
Actually,
Mr.
can I
Mr.
put this
Michael.
down? Can the bailiff
Would
handcuff
you
so I can
or
put
would
this
you
down?
not consider yourself a former /
that down.
current alcoholic?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
We slandering Michael now?
Former, yes, but that was as of 2 weeks ago. This was last week.
Interesting. All right.
But he was still 2 cheers in at the time. Of
2 cheers does
this
not an
raid
alcoholic
happening.
make, Your Honor.
It's interesting. Interesting. Only 2 drinks for a former alcoholic is worth to write down.
It was at the beginning of the raid. We just got past first. I wasn't that far in yet.
That's a very valid point.
And they were waiting for her, Your Honor. What's a couple of drinks during kitchen nightmares while waiting for somebody to finish
Prosecutor,
juice?
I have a question.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know what? If I ask you, do you know? If I say speak when, do you know what you're supposed to say next? Spoken to. Keep it that way.
I thought
Ollie,
I,
do you have
I
anything
thought it
else
was
to
a
add?
don't speak at all thing.
No, I think that's it.
All right. We're
Quack.
gonna switch it over to the
Quack.
defense attorney.
Thank you for your help, Michael. You were great.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll validate your parking.
Proof of corruption.
Given that Nikki was on the wrong subclass, we know that the whole Welskate story, that's just fucking up for Welskate, that's totally out. It just didn't happen. Nikki knows the mechanics of tomb ships, and I think maybe they saw the wrong username. I mean, they said it themselves. They were watching Kitchen Nightmares because somebody was taking so long. How do they know it was Nikki? How do they know it was Nikki? It could have been somebody else. Nikki could have just been standing in a oob somewhere close to the door.
You got this. Don't worry.
For sure.
She's standing in an oob. Nikki most certainly knows what she's doing. I
I
argue.
also want to bring to light a piece of evidence that has been brought to me secretly. The prosecutor, Quick Tension, said that she is a seasoned Sherpa,
Hmm.
and
That's right.
she does have 40-some clears in King's Fall. You would think she knows the tomb ships, and I'm inclined to believe that she does.
Yes, Your Honor. That is correct. She's a seasoned Sherpa, which leads no excuse for this behavior.
Like I said, Nikki, this is open and shut. Don't even worry about it.
Open and shut. Except, I have definitive proof that they messed up their skate. The phrase, "there goes flawless," was uttered, seeing as it was not only that, but the first death of the encounter. And upon wasting their well, they continued to wait for their well and simply did not, the witness fully watched an episode of Kitchen Nightmares. She could have, upon fucking up her skate, hop on each of the tomb ships and just do it properly. But no, the defendant simply waited until they got their well back until they could try to skate again, thus holding up and backing up the entire process of the raid, allowing the defendant to get 2 sheets to the wind.
I'm gonna have to mute you for a second, Ollie. Interesting argument.
Definitive evidence that they messed up their skate, despite being a seasoned Sherpa. There goes flawless was uttered, seeing as that she was the one to die there. That would have been the earliest point in which you could generally die. And being a hunter man leaves her unpracticed and ill-advised to continue a well skate after the fact.
We've heard enough out of this man for right now.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the prosecutor's really confused because, as we've gone over before, Nikki was on the wrong subclass. This well skate accusation, it just never happened. This evidence has been submitted, has already been disproven.
Your Honor, straw man fallacy.
Prosecutor, quick tension. I'm gonna ask you once again. Speak when
Yeah.
spoken to.
Wizards are liars. Wizards are liars. What the fuck?
You know, we brought up earlier that Nikki has extensive King's Fall clears. Right.
Yep, correct.
There was somebody in the fire team at the time who only had a measly 10 hours in Destiny 2. We know Nikki has far more hours in Destiny 2 than 10 hours. And you think that she was behind that person? It just seems pretty ridiculous that you'd assert that Nikki is inferior at jump puzzles than such an unseasoned player.
You know, it's disgusting, isn't it? That she could possibly fail like that. However, the defendant, or not the defendant, the witness, testified again to that fact that they were newer than Nikki, and despite that, they were at the end of the puzzle. They're at the end, not even a puzzle really, just the platforming section.
Last time I checked, it wasn't your turn to talk.
On that point, perhaps the witness
Do I need to duck more people?
was drunk.
I think you're pretty good. I think I'm about to meet.
This is Kangaroo Court.
You know, the witness was drunk and inebriated and confused, and spoke about watching an entire episode of Kitchen Nightmares. Who's to say that they weren't watching Kitchen Nightmares all along at the beginning of the start of Tomb Ships?
There's a very valid point. There has been no rebuttals to that since it was brought up.
Hey,
Why did you put the defense attorney in handcuffs, Kraken?
excuse me,
Please,
I'd like to
explain now.
present more
Revenge.
evidence.
Can I ask a question, Judge?
Yeah, go for it, Ollie.
Did you get paid off? You haven't listened to us at all. You've just been ignoring everything we said.
Thank you, Michael.
Whose fucking side are you on?
Oh, I was a
I need
witness
you to
over
quiet down.
Michael, I'm so sorry
I will
this is
not
happening.
have this slander in my courtroom. Eat a piece of paper.
Nikki is such a great Destiny 2 player that at the time she had double special because she is so confident in her gaming ability. She knows how to generate the special ammo. She's getting to where she's going. There's just no way that it was her that took forever on Tomb Ships and held everybody up. And in fact, after they moved past Tomb Ships, she got top DPS at the third encounter at War Priest. How could the Tomb Ships be where she falls short?
Very compelling arguments. Very compelling. All right. Let's hear one last closing statement from the prosecutor. One last piece of evidence.
Your Honor, the defense has tried to trick and mislead you by using a series of smoke and mirrors, really. They say because they did well in DPS means that they did well in the platforming section, or at the overused mechanic of well skating. This is simply, there's no connection between these two events. It is true that she did get top DPS against War Priest. Very proud of her for that. However, we know for a fact, recent evidence has come in that she was not on the wrong subclass, because she was in charge of opening the center door during the opening encounter, the opening gate. And in that center door, while she was opening it, dealing with ads, we've seen her strafing in a well, implying that she was in fact on well. She had...
It could have been anybody's well.
No, it was
That's
hers.
ridiculous.
No, it was hers.
I'm gonna
Everybody
ask
else
you the
was...
same question at this moment. Speak when spoken to.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nikki was in charge of opening the home door. She was in charge of clearing ads.
Zip it.
As the encounter usually goes, one person remains in the middle, and 4 people divide off to the sides.
I would just like to point everyone's attention towards the juror right now. Look at that crying face he has. Not the words. Look at that crying face. Look how good that looks.
Your Honor, the jury is clearly being either bribed or blinded by favoritism. They are not viewing this objectively.
You are correct. I just wanted to bring light to that crying face emoji.
I see. You are absolutely
Sean,
correct
it
for
was
doing
really
that, Your
good.
Honor. Very wise of you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for interrupting. Please continue.
No, it's perfectly fine. The defense over there, we're not asking for a large punishment. We are not asking for time away, but simply a correctional punishment, community service, if you will, for a number of weeks equal to the amount of time that they spent wasting. I think 1 week for every minute. They watched a whole Kitchen Nightmares, that's about 40 minutes. So about 40 weeks of community service, I'd say, is a perfect...
That is a harsh ass punishment. I need you to shut
Harsher
your
than
mouth
jail?
right now.
Not harsher than jail.
Defendant read their notes.
Not harsher than jail.
I agree with that.
I think there's some suspicious activity going
Defense
on over
Attorney
there.
O. Aries, please read your notes.
Oh, I simply noted down
Please read it out
Speak when-
verbatim.
to speak when spoken to. The rest is
No.
pretty irrelevant.
No, I want to hear
Pretty
them all.
irrelevant.
I read off your entire note card. Please
she
and
doesn't-
thank you.
If she doesn't answer, can I turn her into a duck?
I'm curious now. That has been brought to light that you've been typing a lot.
Well, I actually don't know how to read, and I've just been scribbling this whole time.
Your Honor, I've had a spy camera in the... Your Honor, I've had a spy camera in the room the whole time. I can show you exactly what she's been writing. I'm going to post it in the general chat right now.
That is
Outlandish.
unbelievable.
That is
No
outlandish.
consent to search.
We're not in America.
To be-
This is
No
space.
To be
consent
fair,
to
we-
search.
We are in a court of law. Notebooks are not
Your Honor, the defense is withholding evidence.
cared.
How are they withholding evidence? They've provided all their evidence.
Yes, but you've asked them
I
to
simply
present something.
politely asked them to read their notebook, and
They have
Yeah,
declined.
I'm just
they
taking
didn't read the
advice.
whole thing.
Suspicious.
They just briefly read what they wrote. They're
Suspicious.
declining to read the rest of it, which is unfortunate, and I will beat them later. However, I can do nothing about it right now.
Don't worry, Nikki. This will be okay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Ridiculous.
I ask that you vote not with your hearts, but with your minds. Nikki has tried to weasel our way in.
Yes!
Damn it!
Nothing you can do against a paid-off judge, I guess.
Yeah, fucking unbelievable. Thank you for coming out, Michael.
Okay, well we got game in now, so
Yes.
let me get game in.
Alright.
Am,
Game.
You
Game.
have me gagged.
Check the channel.
I'm
There
trying to
should
counter
be,
super emotional damages.
add code there.
I'm just the prosecutor. I wasn't the guy suing you. I was just facilitating the lawsuit.
What? I didn't know you paid me off?
What?
What happened?
That's crazy.
Did you see what I
That's-
wrote?
I know. I'm reading it right now.
No
I had no
way.
idea you paid me off. I didn't see that money.
Twinkie, when you were like, yeah, I want to see these, I'm just sitting there going, I don't know if you want to see them. I'm probably hopping off. I gotta get to bed soon.
No, Ollie.
I'm sorry.
No.
Work tomorrow.
No.
It's not
Good
fun.
night, order.
More.
Good night.
Balls, I
You
wouldn't
can't
mess
do
up
this
well
to
skate because
me.
I'm too scared to well skate. Nonsense. I've seen it. Don't lie. There's no need to lie now that you're out of the court.
Who are we missing?
Ollie left, but Game has replaced him.
Wait, Ollie's leaving?
Yeah, he's gone.
What was Ollie doing? What was Ollie being?
It doesn't matter. We're just choosing random.
Okay.
Game, you should be a prosecutor.
Okay.
We doing default cards?
No,
Do
shouldn't
you?
be.
We have
No,
Destiny 2
it says it's
cards.
default for me.
No, it's Destiny still.
Actually, I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
No wonder I'm hearing double. I've got the stream in the background. Let's see what's going on. Okay, that's better. I see. Oh god. I failed the bar exam. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay, so as the prosecutor, you create the
I create the
You
crime that I'm trying to.
yeah, you create the person's name and the crime they committed, and then you'll have a bunch of D2 cards that will be in defense, or sorry,
And
will
I
be
have to submit
against.
that as evidence of their guilt. And
Yeah.
like okay.
Nikki, I hope I did you proud. I
I had
defended you with
messages in
my
the
life.
back of court. I was just sitting there. I was getting shut up.
You're
I
being
was getting silenced
Were
by
you
the
silenced
judge.
or were you silenced?
Silence
I
is
was
violence.
Silence is violence.
Kermit the Frog eyes.
Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit the Frog here.
It is I, Miles Edgeworth, from Hit Game Ace Attorney.
Kermit the Frog here.
Defended, it was rigged from the start.
100%.
It wasn't
such thing
rigged
as a
from
fair
the start.
trial,
If it
of
was
course.
rigged from the start, I would have made my verdict.
You wanted to.
I'm not gonna lie. The defense had a much better argument at the start. You start off very weak, got pretty compelling in the middle, and then fell off towards
Ready
the
up.
end.
I don't think I did. I think you had your mind set.
Ready?
No, I don't believe you.
Started.
A very compelling witness, Michael. You believe him at all? You didn't give him time of day. You beat him in the
Oh,
court.
you're so sassy. Oh, you should have hung around just as a juror. What the
He
heck?
kinda is if he's still in
You
chat.
should.
Oh, am I a juror? Oh yeah, I am.
You're an edger?
That is not what I said.
Crazy.
I'm allowed to throw paper at him.
Your Honor, the one behind me is edging in court.
Ayo?
What?
Release me. I thought I could use my drawing tablet for this bit. Oh well. It doesn't like it. Which means I gotta use my pen.
No.
Red empties accused of strafing and wells during DPS. You hate to see it.
He's also in person.
Doc, I'm sorry, but you're totally guilty. What am I? Your Honor, what am I doing?
It is your turn to present why you believe Red Empty is strafing in the well during DPS.
Okay, so game. Press if you press the number keys or E, you can do emotes.
Oh, I see. I didn't mean to do that, Your Honor. I'm sorry, that was childish.
And then if you press tab, you can look at the evidence cards you have, or not present. If you click on the folder below you,
How do I? Oh, there you go. Click on the folder. I see.
and there's
be
your
honest,
evidence, so you can
I don't
use
know
those
how the game
evidence
works
to
either.
submit.
So, Kraken, you pick up the hammer by clicking on it.
Yeah, I knew that much.
Yeah, and then use scroll wheel to change which buttons do what. And in the bottom left, kind of by where the buttons flip, it'll say what action the buttons are for. The gold ones are for guilty, not guilty, your verdict, and then the blue and red are for calling witness and providing evidence.
So,
Okay.
Gabe,
Prosecutor, it is your turn to please give your first piece of evidence.
Oh, of course, Your Honor. Well, you see, it is well known in the Destiny 2 community that hunters are unable to stay still during any event that isn't boring as shit. And well, Mr. Red Empty over here is in fact a hunter main. So it is reasonable to suggest that as a hunter main, he would have been rather mobile during DPS phase within the world.
One second, attorney, before I. Juror, you're just doing that because you don't want me to stun you, as I legally cannot do that during this month. I will stun the one taking notes instead.
On my birthday?
All right, attorney, your evidence, please.
All right, so the prosecutor claims that he is a hunter main. However, he was being a crayon eater at the time. Crayon eaters are known for being, especially this season, just on Thunder Crash. They're always, they're running back to the well after they T-crash. Like, it's not their fault they have to come back. Like, it's in their nature.
It's so quiet.
I also would like to mention that they have 5,000 hours in Destiny 2. They know better than to strafe in a well. They've been around since before well was a thing. They knew back during Callus not to strafe in the empowering rifts.
What uses rocket? What uses
That's the
rockets
wrong
for
thing.
DPS a lot?
My apologies, Your Honor.
he still hasn't put you up for evidence.
That was my bad. I keep forgetting. Your turn.
All right. Well, as depressing as 5,000 hours in Destiny 2 is, time does not always make a man. You see, he may be a crayon eater, and he may have 5,000 hours, but he is a crayon eater in real life too, legitimately. And despite having 5,000 hours, 4,093 of them were spent AFK farming up XP in a random lost sector, Your Honor. I don't know how he finds enjoyment in that, but he does not know the mechanics of this video game well enough in order to have successfully executed a non-death related Thunder Crash out of the well.
So
Mr.
you
Attorney,
claim,
what say you in your
so you claim he has all this time spent AFK. However, he knows all the mechanics. He knows when DPS starts. He knows when to Thunder Crash. All that time spent in the Lost Sector. Oh my god, breaking news.
I love the fact that we have the two people who can like actually draw drawing.
King Bob. King Bob.
Kevin is the
Anyways,
better minion.
before I was rudely interrupted, I cannot remember where I was going.
Kevin is the better minion. Kevin is the best minion.
Judge, I think we're gonna have to we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
Judge, I agree wholeheartedly with everything you've ever said.
Prosecutor, it's your turn.
Well,
This
in
man
light of
sounds
this
flawed.
incredible news, he was in fact on the wrong subclass, and now, while he might have had 5,000 hours and 4,093 of those AFK as Titan, he has only recently started playing as a hunter. And seeing only hunter experience from watching YouTube, he knows that the main hunter advantage is to dodge roll at any given point of time. So it is rather reasonable that this man, Mr. Red Empty, was in fact spamming his dodge as much as he could with Radiant Dance Machines in the well, because he got a lucky drop with farming his lost sectors.
You can
I
also
am
present more.
typing my notes, please. Give me a moment.
Yes, bailiff?
He's a chicken.
I would
Your Honor, can I
add into evidence that my client did not rally to the banner. He had no abilities after swapping his loadout.
I wish I could change the
So
opacity of
how
some of
could
these.
he have been using RDM in the well when he never had any of his abilities to begin with?
Go to hell.
Excuse me.
That was a magic wand, not the
Hey,
handcuffs.
No!
I was told to.
For what? This is unlawful.
While we do support Pride Month here, there's also Men's Health Month, which we must call out as well.
What?
Okay, you can
Yay!
you can unhandcuff now.
I'll remember this.
Hold on. Is that a threat?
Oh, I should have been taking notes, Your Honor. My apologies.
That's all right. I won't lie, I forgot.
Land
Whose
on
turn
Hunter
is it?
Main.
I believe it's my turn to present a counter argument, Your Honor. Well, you see, while he might not have had his abilities to begin with, the fact remains clear that if he was strafing in a well, there must have therefore been a well, and any good well lock worth their salt would be running Ember of Benevolence, Your Honor. Which doesn't affect him at all, but
They would
like
be
to
running
think-
what?
they would be running Ember of Benevolence, which does not affect other people. I am just hearing this in my earpiece. That is only for the warlock themselves.
Yes, I'm
Your Honor-
well aware what Ember of Benevolence does.
Well, good one,
Allows,
Judge.
for
Good one.
Quicker.
It does indeed, Your Honor. In any case, they were in fact doing this in the Golgoroth encounter, which we know has a rather sizable duration for damage, so it is unlikely that during the entire course of this damage phase that he would not have been able to acquire at least one dodge and strafe in well. That is a rather apt depiction of the defense, Your Honor.
I feel
Yes.
I feel like I'm being prejudiced against. That's just a drawing of me.
You may explain why.
Have you seen that picture? It looks just like me. I would like to add, none of my evidence supports this because it doesn't. However, during the Golgoroth encounter, the damage per pool is very short. It's not enough time to get all your RDM and strafe around in a well. Hell, you don't even get well. You get like one well per damage phase. So how, if my client had no abilities, didn't have his dodges, had How was he strafing in a well during a damage phase that is so long? If the well was used right away, and my client had no abilities.
That is a good point.
Breaking news!
You know,
Girls.
can we, Judge, can you silence him?
Silence wheel.
I have an objection to your outlandish claim, Mr. Attorney. For you see, any
journalist.
good raid
I haven't
team
said a
would
word.
feature more than one well of radiance for any given Golgoroth encounter. And with the plethora of local thrall or shadow thrall during the encounter that spawns in the pool,
I'm
with
ready for
the
news. I'll just write
enemies,
it.
it is likely enough that this would not have allowed only for 2 wells at least to be produced, but for this man to have not only gotten his dodge but proc RDMs to get bonus dodges.
So I won't lie. Hunter is my least played. What do you mean by proccing RDM?
Getting primary weapon kills allows you to stack dodges.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I hear your point. I hear your point. Now it's time for me to provide more evidence.
What prosecutor would you like to play a card? You've only done 3. Before I give it back to the attorney.
Oh, yes, you're right, Your Honor.
Okay.
It is also a well-known tradition, as it were, for raid groups to spout the famous 3 words, "There goes flawless," whenever somebody dies. And death in raids can be attributed to many things, but strafing in a well is certainly a rather prominent feature of that.
I would like to ask the prosecutor a question, if that's all right, Mr. Judge, Your Honor.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
How in the fuck on Golgoroth did
Language,
somebody
sir,
kill
please.
themselves because of my client in well? What were they using?
Well, that is a rather ingenious question, Mr. Attorney.
See, now the meta is to use Lord of Wolves or still a linear. How did that happen when those 2 weapons are the ones being used?
Is it my turn to speak, Judge, or is he still going?
Well, it's your turn. You have the green
Technically,
light.
it's still your turn. You have the green light.
I just asked you a
I
question.
have the green. Oh, I do have the green light. Oh, well, you see, as somebody that is not a well-versed hunter main, it wouldn't be suspicious at all for him to join a teaching group in the raid LFG. Now, teaching groups are known for many things. They can be good times, they can be bad times. They can also feature some severe off-meta weapon choices from particular individuals. I, myself, have seen many a time where not only have people used rockets at Golgoroth, but even the more advanced using something like Sleeper Simulant, a rather prominent linear fusion rifle that can ricochet and kill you. I have seen some very bad things happen in that account too, personally, Mr. Attorney.
This sounds like a lot of stereotypes and not actually what was being used.
Do you have any evidence of that?
I do not. However,
No.
it is I would also like to say this is a rebuttal to what was mentioned earlier with all the ads being around. My client believes fashion is the end game, which is why they didn't rally, because they were editing their fashion. Obviously, they have to look picture perfect. They have to be the pretty princess. So by the time they got themselves all looking nice and pretty, all dressed up for the date with Golgoroth, damage is already starting. So in that first well, with no abilities, it is unconfirmed what was being used for damage. How? Explain how.
How?
How?
Mr.
Your Honor,
Prosecutor, they're innocent until proven guilty.
I
That's in the laws of the U.S., not on this
Well-
space machine.
explain how, but not with any of these because I've been given shitty evidence. Mr. Attorney, you state that he
Worm.
was drip or drowning, as the kids say for their raid encounters. And breaking news! Honor, what is this scandal?
Your Honor,
You hate to see it.
From simple misdemeanor to murder in this court, Your Honor, I must.
Hi, Sora.
He's dead, Your Honor, he's dead!
Your Honor,
Welcome back.
I would like to refute that claim by saying
Just show your evidence.
I can't provide anymore. However, I would just,
I think this one's in the bag, boys.
just like. I would just to mention that such a handsome man such as yourself, standing 6'5",
Would be more than welcome to
lean
join me
and
and your
fit,
wife.
Your wife would never find a man like myself, 4'11", 285-pound man, attractive. Why in the world
Would she get in
would
bed
your
with me?
supermodel wife be sleeping with me?
Now, how do you know what his wife looks like?
He's a judge. It's public information. She's actually in this
Sure.
courtroom, up in the rafters there.
The one giving you cat eyes? Puppy eyes?
They all have such void looks in their faces, and one of them honestly look terrified.
I was unaware that we were being observed with such such precarious fashion, Your Honor. This is rather.
Your Honor, this has gotten out of hand. We've had some blasphemy from the prosecutor, and especially from the journalist.
I don't make the news, I just write it.
I think this court needs to get over with.
You look how terrified.
Oh my god.
I can't see them.
I can see them vaguely over there.
I'm sending it in like terrifying that look just looking up above.
Remember, chat, you can vote at any point during this. It doesn't have to be at the end.
Anybody else?
Wait. There's it again.
Well, Your Honor, I will deliver my last final explanation as to how he would have been strafing in his well if you would be so inclined to hear.
Please do.
Now, Mr. Attorney over here states that his client was in fact drip or drowning during the beginning of the encounter. But if we remember, this is a teaching run, King's Fall. And while Skolgoroth is not a rather intense mechanical encounter, I do believe any good teacher would explain both situations that a player can be in, be it DPS or taking the gaze, such that everybody who is there could enjoy themselves at any point. During this time, I can imagine that the fashionista over here, who must have already had experience with the Destiny 2 transmog system, would have found some sort of hunter style worth playing as before the damage encounter would have started.
I'm sorry, prosecutor, but I'm gonna have to cut you off for a second. It's a known fact that he was playing on Titan at the time. I don't know where you're getting this hunter information from, but he was, in fact, playing on Titan.
Shut up with you and your logic. Continue.
You can stop with my wife.
If I'm not mistaken, Your Honor, I believe that it was a Titan main playing as a hunter.
No, it was. If you even
I believe it. I believe
breaking
it.
news, it says hunter main. Wait, local hunter main caught strafing in well as Titan, according to the journalist.
I see. Well, if your journalist can be wrong about you having an affair with the wife of
Jury, I agree with that statement.
my journalist can be wrong with the identities. And
Your
was in fact
journalist.
a Titan main playing as a hunter.
Prosecutor, be honest with me. Have you paid off the journalist?
Your Honor, I don't have any money. This is why I'm doing this gig.
Be honest with me. I won't say anything if you give me a cut.
A cut of what? I have
Whoa,
two
whoa,
buttons and a bowl
whoa!
of
The
links
judge.
in my pocket.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Shut up. You slept with my wife.
I don't have a plastic dinosaur to go fish card, Your Honor.
Red MT, I'm sorry.
Both the
You're guilty as shit according to the judge.
yeah, both the attorney and
Looks like you're going to jail, buddy.
the defendant.
You know, let's
They're
arrest the.
both
We're arresting the
guilty as
defendant now.
The journalist is guilty. Shut up. I'm fine. God, crazy news week.
Well, that was fun.
Oh, by Aries.
Bye, Aries. She's done.
Oh no, she's. Never mind.
Oh, she's already there.
No, she's not done. She's in the witness stand.
Oh, she's.
I think
gets-
Witness is the only one I haven't tried.
Yeah.
You know, as somebody that's shit at doing laptop art, I would love to do some journalizing.
I'll do the prosecutor.
I'll be the judge. Quick
What's-
finally gets to play the defense.
I started as the defense.
Oh, you did? Never mind.
Yeah, that's why I got in the habit of saying
John
my client.
Bailiff.
What did it?
Thank you.
I'm readied up.
I also probably only have like 1 or 2 more games until I should get off and get ready for bed.
Oh, that's fair.
Damn it.
Ready you go.
He's got a plan to catch.
So Blue is just landing home after a trip.
Sorry guys, I just got off of a plane. Hello, welcome to the court of whatever Kraken's gonna come up against versus Quick Tension. Excuse you? Excuse you? Excuse you?
Hey,
Do you know who I am?
don't you know who I am?
I'll feed you to the bunnies.
The bunny bread.
I'll tell you all about the bunnies later. But you don't want me
Bailiff,
to
sir,
tell the
can I
bunnies all
inquire
about
as
you.
to how you get a dog so oblong?
The wiener.
Dog.
Yeah. You asked
You
for
pet
it.
the dog. Pet the dog.
My arms are too short, Your Honor. I can't reach over this table.
I'm talking to you.
Got his ass.
Your Honor, my
Thank
severe
you, Your Honor.
apologies.
You're welcome.
Ow. That hurts.
Hello, witness over there. You ready for this?
Damn.
How did you? That was
Dude, all
not
I
me.
said was damn.
That wasn't even me.
Damn.
McGee!
What? It wasn't me.
McGee!
Raid Sherpa is accused of causing the most unneeded wipes during the raid.
Kid, this ain't looking good. You're in deep with this one. I'll get you out of this.
Don't worry,
Whack!
he's turned into a chicken. Nope. Hold on, we need him. Get back.
Oh, the medical system up here hurts.
Okay. The court here is deciding the fate of Raid Sherpa, who has been accused of causing the most unneeded wipes during the raid. Sorry, there's another plane landing. As we start here, let's start with T. Kraken with his opening sentence, or his opening words for the case.
Yes, thank you. As we all know, a raid Sherpa has to be knowledgeable. They have to be aware of what is going on. And while he did have a general idea, this was his first time teaching. And while I still say that he did cause the most unneeded wipes during the raid, for one simple fact, he had too many crowns during the snack break.
Too
Crowns?
many crayons.
Crayons.
A
I see.
Titan main
Yes.
was being a raid Sherpa when he himself is known for being an ad clear Andy.
Oh my gosh. You set the profile of the image. Okay. Now.
He's also up in the stands looking at us menacingly.
Oh my god. Okay. Wait, you have a doppelganger?
They're siblings.
twins.
Yeah, they're siblings, Your Honor.
Alrighty. Attorney Quick Tension, what do you say in defense of your client?
My client may in fact be a Titan main. However, Titan mains are not complete without hope. My client has over 100 clears in the same activity. They've done King's Fall well over 100 times. They knew exactly what they're doing. Yes, they may have been an ad clear Andy most of the times when they're running it with their normal team. However, that does not mean that they are incapable of leading a Sherpa. They probably know what they are doing. And I would wager that being an ad clear Andy, coming from that, allows them to know survivability better. There aren't a whole lot of mechanics in
Buckets.
King's Fall that would allow for an ad clear to A, die to a mechanic should they try it, or B, die at all to the mechanic. At most, it just sets you back a little bit, but it never necessarily causes a wipe.
Do you have any witnesses to bring on the stand?
I do, as a matter of fact. I
show
have this nosy janitor from Oryx's Dreadnought.
Alright,
They've been cleaning up the place for some years now. Hello. Just state your name and occupation, please.
Oh, they're asleep.
Clearly, they're overworked. Oryx is not a pleasant boss.
What'd you say?
State your name and occupation, please.
I'm Curse Thrall number 47, and I am just a measly dreadnought janitor.
Now, Miss Janitor, my client here, did you or did you not see him or her, see them, or woke here, at least 100 times clearing runs in the Dreadnought, either as an ad clear killing your co-workers, or as a Sherpa leading other individuals through the Dreadnought?
I mean, I might have seen him. The Dreadnought is pretty big.
Might. So we have potential. We have potential there.
Okay.
You know, Guardians usually blow through all the same parts of Dreadnought, and
Exactly.
you know what? I don't really work on that side very often.
Exactly.
Not often my floor unless I'm covering for a coworker or something.
And yet no evidence. Have any coworkers come to gossip or chat about a potential series of unneeded wipes? Potentially there was a series of very needed wipes. Perhaps there was a lack of wipes on a couple times. It's okay if there's a couple. My client is being slandered and charged with defamation. They're being defamed here by saying an excess of unneeded wipes. Occasional wipes are fine. Some people might have forgotten to rally. Some people might have been loading in. Breaking news.
Is this the Titan you're speaking of?
Those crazy Guardians.
If this is the
I believe.
if this is the Titan we're
This is the Titan.
if this is the Titan we're speaking of, that's great. It said solo witness, implying that he was alone and loaded into it using a Fireteam Finder bot, or not a Fireteam Finder bot, a checkpoint bot. Your Honor, there is nothing pointing to my client being guilty of this.
Wait, so you're saying that he didn't get there himself?
The witness, no. The case we're talking about is a Sherpa he did through the Dreadnought in King's Fall. The most recent news bulletin is when he attempted to solo the witness.
Okay.
Any wipes there would have been necessary because he was soloing. He's not setting anyone back. However, in the King's Fall raid, there's no evidence supporting the fact that he did an unnecessary, unneeded amount of wipes during the raid. I rest, the defense rests.
I'd like to call out during the breaking news, it said local Titan convinced he can. Not saying he tried, not saying...
Oh, even better.
It also says that he can solo the witness mechanics, not the witness himself.
Interesting. I would still say it's all hearsay since we are currently... my witness came all the way from the Dreadnought here. The case in question is a series of unneeded wipes, whether they happened or not, within the King's Hall raid.
Okay.
See, I would like to see your notes before coming here because I was told that this was a Salvation's Edge raid at some...
I myself was not.
Salvation's Edge.
It was a Salvation's Edge.
Part of the unneeded wipes on soloing. I have my witness here who, what do I call the dude?
Hold on, let me... First, you're not even up there. There you go. Now it's your turn.
Do I hit the button?
You wish to call your witness?
Your Honor, the prosecutor stole my turn.
I don't care.
Did you not go and get your evidence out?
I did, but I wasn't done. Whatever.
No.
He kind of just started talking.
You were in attendance to this raid, Sherpa. Do you happen to remember which raid it was?
I believe it was King's Fall.
That's right.
Incorrect. She is a liar. She has been paid off.
This is your
witness.
Witness.
Yes.
You would have paid them off.
Paid off.
Your Honor, my prosecutor has no feet to stand on by virtue as he has no legs.
In confidence before the trial started that it was a Salvation's Edge raid, and she has now changed her answer.
Is there a recording of this? Is there a recording of this? Is there evidence of this?
I attended this Guardian quite often. It could have been Salvation's Edge. I get kind of confused, you know. Doctors have lots of appointments.
What I'm hearing is that this is not a reliable witness to events.
No, I was just recalling the wrong instance. I remember the instance in question.
So this is a Salvation's Edge?
Yes, it was a Salvation's Edge.
Your words have been very conflicting so far, Doctor.
No, I was very clear, actually.
What are you a doctor in exactly?
What are you a doctor in exactly?
I'm not a doctor, I'm a prosecutor.
You're an attorney, you're not a prosecutor.
Oh, I'm an attorney.
He doesn't even know what he is.
I studied to be a prosecutor and then I ended up as an attorney.
A bunch of incompetence in here.
This
you know
is
what,
an
you're going
embarrassment.
Either or.
Don't worry, kid, we're gonna get you out of this.
Okay.
He stated that he could solo the mechanics. That he has soloed the mechanics before. However, to solo mechanics, you have to solo a dungeon. And to prove that is usually the best way to do it. However, this
dungeon
raid Sherpa in question doesn't have a single seal.
They have no seals at all. Interesting.
Yes,
I would.
And if you've gotten the practice to solo mechanics, the best way to do them in dungeons is to get that practice. If you've done the hardest thing to get the seal, why not just continue and finish the seal off at that point? The solo is the hardest thing to do for the 10 requirements to get a dungeon seal. So if you've already completed that, why not just finish the seal off and have something under your name?
My question though is, you're arguing for him that he is a dungeon. He's going through dungeons, but as we see, he's clearly stated his name is Raid Sherpa.
I am arguing the fact that he was attempting to solo mechanics without practice, causing unneeded wipes during the raid.
Your Honor, my opponent is trying to connect two details that have nothing to do with each other. The ability to solo a mechanic in a raid does not necessarily mean that they have participated in all of the dungeons. Maybe they don't have the dungeon keys.
That is very true. Let's hear your statements, attorney. What do you have to defend your client from?
You're supposed to be on my side. Why are you?
Your Honor, seeing as that we pivoted to a
I'm on the side of
Salvation's
justice.
Edge clear, I can prove without a shadow of a doubt that they not only
Wait, you
believe they could
Hit
solo,
him in midair.
Silence.
not only that they could solo
Yo,
or believe that they could solo the witness mechanics, but that they did so without impeding the progress of anyone else because their fire team was set to closed.
Calm down with that paper throwing over there.
And they are a PvE main. They are well and truly proficient in the ways of PvP. They might not have gotten a seal yet, but perhaps that's just because they don't have a clan large enough to do the clan run with. That is usually a
That's very
bottleneck
true.
for most people.
But how come they don't have Deadeye?
That has nothing to do with raids, Your Honor. He's a raid Sherpa. He
It is
doesn't.
all seals as we see. It does not say it has a single seal, nameless, titleless.
Doesn't have a single seal because he's a PvE main.
It's like our bailiff.
He does not do any gambit.
Okay, you can quiet down.
Deadeye's not a gambit.
Deadeye's gambit, isn't it?
No, Deadeye's the one where you just kill people, or you just kill enemies like ads with weapons.
I believe Deadeye was gambit. Yeah. What's gambit?
No.
That's dredging.
Dredgen.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
dredging.
Your Honor, just because they don't have one yet does not mean that there has been nothing spoken as to their necessary time and dedication to getting the Deadeye yet. There are a couple of ways that they could have prevented themselves from reaching that yet. Just because they don't have one yet doesn't mean they aren't extremely close to earning it. It's all hearsay.
Do you want to call another witness?
Oh, there's breaking news.
Breaking news. So, this is an Oryx.
Your Honor, it's unclear what we are talking about now as to the nature of my client.
I'd like to review both of our notes, as mine stated it was a Salvation's Edge raid, and apparently his has stated that it was a King's Fall raid.
It's unclear if there were
I
multiple
believe somebody
infractions here.
I believe somebody has messed with our packets and has caused a incorrect amount of information within this court.
I will say, in the Sherpa of the King's Fall, there were no callouts. So that's hardly.
No, I heard screaming in the halls.
You heard screaming, but were they callouts?
There's a witness
Screaming
here.
does not callouts make.
I'm quite
Wait, so-
nosy,
And
and
I
they
believe-
were saying they were counting down seconds.
You're my witness. Get the fuck out of here. Your Honor, I didn't call the witness back to the stand.
It's my apologies.
That's all good.
How that got up there. I thought I clicked the other thing.
How that got up there? I got called that.
You're a troll!
Your Honor-
You're a thing!
Your Honor, it's Pride Month. You can't call him that.
Attorney Quick Tension, you just presented evidence that goes against your client.
No, I didn't. There were no callouts.
Callouts?
There were no call. It's the breaking news recently presented says the joint Sherpa group split after a terrible Oryx teaching. It is not true that a lot of those you might find in Fireteam Finder or Sherpas that need be taught are actually kind of people with a bit of an ego. They don't like to be taught. They assume that they know it. Maybe they're teaching other people, and then the group might split up because half of them think that they know it already and they know the best way, and then they neglect giving callouts to the new individuals, and the new individuals get frustrated because there's no callouts happening. It has not anything. There are 5 other people that could have been the causing factor in the group splitting up than my client.
But if this is an all teaching run, why would there be
Has anything
some-
specified that it was an all teaching run? No, nothing specified that it was an all teaching run. He is simply a Sherpa. There can be multiple. There can be as few as one.
Fair enough. Okay, well,
Rest my case, Your Honor.
prosecution, what do you have to say in retaliation to all of these accusations that these evidence that he's brought up? Do you have any witnesses to call?
Your Honor, the prosecution's boring as fuck.
Stop sleeping on the job.
Wow.
Why is... I am looking at my evidence trying to be able to answer the judge.
Boring.
I mean, you don't have to directly answer me. You could just present evidence.
All right.
Whack.
We need the prosecutor to speak for a second.
I wish I could emote as the duck.
Bailiff McGee
See-
looks funny.
The
Want to elaborate on that sentence? What do you mean I quote unquote look?
Yeah, get rid of his witness. Get rid of his
Sorry,
witness.
that wasn't a
Get
complete
Get rid of his witness.
sentence. Looks funny and smells. I can smell you from here.
Let me
That's enough out of the
unmute you.
witness.
You can come back out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
he went AFK multiple times during the middle of the runs, and during third encounter of Salvation's Edge, which according to my notes is the raid in question, they messed up the jumps multiple times, causing unneeded use of res tokens, which led to wipes.
Wow. It's pretty compelling evidence over here.
Is
You
it?
want to bring
No.
up any witnesses that can attribute to these
Turn her
claims?
into a duck. You trash talking, you turn her into a duck.
I will smack you. I did already.
Judge, do you need some help with that?
Yes, arrest. All of
Arrest.
them. No.
What's going
Change
on?
it back. I'll throw him under arrest.
Throw them. What?
Okay.
This is some fucking.
Continue, prosecutor.
Fuck shit.
Prosecutor?
Sir, the prosecutor's gone AFK.
No, I was looking at my notes, sir. I will say, and maybe this is what has led to the confusion of the King's Fall versus Salvation's Edge, is he is a... Oh, can I not play another card? There we go. Now I can. It wasn't working. He is a seasoned Sherpa. However, he is not a seasoned Sherpa of the newest raid of Destiny. He has only ran it a handful of times.
So you're saying that he attempted to teach without any knowledge, even because he's taught before?
He attempted to teach one of the harder, if not known as the hardest raid in Destiny, without having the amount of knowledge needed to truly be able to teach the raid and the raid encounters and mechanics.
Okay. Well, breaking news.
Didn't it not specify which Titan? Or even that?
No, it says Sherpa split.
Witness, do you want to bring the witness on to prove any of these evidences you brought up?
If the witness would like to talk and not cause more chaos, then yes.
What?
Here you go, doctor.
Doctor.
Mhm.
I don't have anything to say. You're the prosecutor.
I was about to say, you sounded
Doctor,
like
he
you
doesn't
had
respect you at
questions.
all. Both of them called you the wrong pronouns. During Pride Month of all things. You owe them nothing.
On my birthday.
On your birthday as well. You owe them nothing, prosecutor.
What do you need to know about the Salvation's Edge?
Have you seen this man's mustache? It was a beautiful mustache.
I moonlight as a musician.
Mustache.
As a magician for my
Who's
my nephew.
mustache?
Why are
The
you a
only one who
different
has a
magician
mustache
now?
is behind me, and
Don't limit me.
I'm staring at you.
Whack.
Ominous.
The
yeah, I'm sure
doctor
you
has a
are.
mustache.
Take a picture; it'll last longer.
Oh, you don't
Okay.
think I have already?
Order in court. Order in
Frank.
court.
Never mind.
Yo,
This is kangaroo court. This is getting crazy, kid. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right, kid. Don't worry.
Never mind.
that's
All right,
crazy.
we can return the witness. I thought you had some questions for them, Judge.
You didn't. You could ask them to prove your evidences.
Your Honor, he's called away the evidence. He's called
Are
away
you
the
saying
witness.
You don't need me?
Alrighty. Okay.
I can't believe this guy is going as a chicken. He called a witness just to call the witness
Chat, what are we thinking so far?
Unusable. That's crazy.
Attorney quick
I
tension. This is
think
looking very well
They're
in your
not
favor.
guilty. Not guilty.
I'd also like to point out many issues have been called here about my client is a raid Sherpa, but as we've stated recently, they might not have known, they might have been a raid Sherpa for the most recent raid, which also doesn't necessarily guarantee that it was a teaching run. There easily could have been no survivability on any of these teams, leading to multiple wipes, and yet they blamed it on my client. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, after all. Being in a position of authority, others might be looking to pin their faults onto my client.
Okay. Do you have any witnesses to call up here?
Yes, I would like to call back to the stand the nosy janitor.
Okay, come back up here.
Now, Ms.
Hey, girl.
Hey, friend. Now, Miss Thrall, how
Yes.
would you say?
It's Curse Thrall, but
Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Curse Thrall. How would you say you spend your time in the Dreadnought outside of work?
oh well. You know, usually I like to find a corner to stand in, and I'd hold my head between my shoulders and rock my head back and forth. And sometimes when I'm doing that, I overhear some things. I can see some things. It's really annoying to be interrupted when I'm having my me time, but sometimes it can't be helped on the Dreadnought.
And would you say you were interrupted by a lack of teaching or an attempt at teaching that is going ignored by other members of a fire team? More often than not. To the best of your ability, no pressure.
Well, I'm just a Curse Thrall. I don't really know what they're talking about most of the time.
Of course. Very little do.
Yeah.
Who understands the ways of a
Sometimes
fire
I wonder
team?
if they even know what they're talking about.
I would wager that they do not. Which means that all of my clients' teaching might be falling on deaf ears. People assuming that they are confident in being able to do it alone. Then issues arise, and then they begin blaming my client, leading to this whole kerfuffle alone. They didn't even know what raid they were doing. Some of them thought they were doing Salvation's Edge half the time. So then my client said, sure, we can do a Salvation's Edge. This is a hypothetical, of course, Your Honor.
My notes say that it was a Salvation's Edge. I will prove.
As he's currently writing in his notes, it's a Salvation's Edge.
I've seen this Guardian in King's Fall.
Thank you. And overall, how would you say they tend to their raids as a Sherpa? If they seem to be leading a pack, or at least helping guide a pack. Generally positive, generally negative. You can ballpark it.
Strong and silent type. Few words do trick, but quite loud. Lots of yelling when people don't know what to do.
Yes, firm instruction.
Okay.
Nothing
Not
more
very
from
much encouragement.
nothing more from the witness, Your Honor.
Alrighty, I'm sending you back witness.
Thank you for your time, Miss Kerstral. We'll get that parking validated.
Okay. Is that your final statements? Do you have anything else to say?
Only that I feel that this speaks not only to my client's behavior and personality as a thorough teacher, but as one who has just found themselves in an unfortunate situation of undisciplined students. Maybe not all of them, but perhaps most of them, enough so that it warranted breaking up the team, to which then maybe they attended a different raid that my client might not have been as familiar with.
Okay. What about you, prosecutor? Do you have any last statements to make before?
All right, chat.
verdict?
Guilty, not guilty.
No, other than the fact I do believe the attorney had messed with my notes and caused it to be me look like an idiot.
Your Honor, I have no legs. I can't physically get to that side of the room to mess with his notes.
Excuses, and the judge called me a that.
Your Honor, it was her
You,
birthday.
I hate you, journalist. I'm
Damn! What did journalist do to you?
He knows what he did to me. Okay. Well, I'm going to summarize what I understand. So, Raid Sherpa over here was originally running a King's Fall raid. And from this King's Fall raid, there was conflicts, as we can tell, as they moved to Salvation's Edge after. And with the evidence that, where is this? He's a seasoned Sherpa. We know he's done that. However, let's see. I still don't know why his fire team was set to close. That has like nothing if there's only 6 of them.
No,
in there
that was
anyways.
for Your Honor. Sorry, that was for when he was attempting to when he was practicing, claiming that he can do the witness mechanic solo. He set it to close so that he can show definitively that he can do it solo, with no one joining his fire team.
Okay.
The news article said he convinced he can solo witness. If you read through, you could see that he had not had many clears of the Salvation's Edge raid to be able to coherently be able to do that mechanic.
Present that evidence right now. Show me where it says that in the paper.
He can't even present.
Yeah, no, I didn't think he could.
Yeah,
Your Honor, he's lying.
Local Titan convinced he can solo witness mechanics. He's convinced. It does not mean that he was running it before. However, all of the breaking news, as we've seen, shows that there was some very big conflicts that were involving, and actually the first one, Joint Sherpa group split after terrible orcs teaching. Shows that our client mayhaps have taught fairly terribly, even though he has 100 clears in the same activity. And same with the whistleblower, confirming that the Sherpa split to Titan ego. Also shows that as the Titan main inside of the raid there, that he had a big ego about his teaching inside of the raid and did not want to blame himself. However, that is also from a whistleblower that is a outside source that has not been presented. So for this, let's go over a few evidence real quick just to make sure. No callouts. There was no callouts during the raid, even though. Was this for both raids, attorney, since this was your evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. It is believed that they started with a King's Fall, broke up, and then started a Salvation's Edge.
Well, if he's the raid Sherpa of the
King's Fall, yes.
why would he not allow them to? Why would there be no callouts even from him?
And my issue was that there was callouts from him, and that the rest of the team was not listening.
But that says no callouts in general.
Yes, well, it doesn't specify that there were no callouts. It doesn't say no callouts in general. It just said there no callouts. The evidence is somewhat staggering.
Okay, well, anyways, off of all of the evidence here, showing that the Titan main, or our raid Sherpa here, had messed up.
Your Honor, I ask you to check with the jury themselves.
The jury, they say not guilty. That is unanimous. All
There's
right.
nobody out there.
They're up there.
I would
He's
like to point
dismissing
out-
the evidence of the jury.
I would like to point out that the accused twin is on the
Too
jury.
bad, not guilty.
Let's go! I told you I'd get you off, kid! Validated parking for everyone!
That was fun.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
When it went on so long, my brain started melting. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Validated parking for everyone.
Actual
What
courtroom.
happened?
Actual courtroom.
No. Dude, fucking game actually is knows the funniest shit.
We need more cards. We need to make more.
Yeah,
I wish
Yeah.
that you were allowed to. Yeah, I need to add way more. But
I think what we need to do is add specific ones, because specific ones would really help here, because like we were sitting there like
I kind of like the
very
vague ones.
assumption wise. Well, I think for setting up like the scene and stuff, like a good few specific ones would be nice just to throw out in the beginning. So like for if we were doing raid stuff, then you could throw out like a raid, like a
Particular raid.
One
Yeah.
thing that I kind of wish they would do is make it so the prosecutor could see which cards they had when they were making like their claim, so they can kind of make the claim around it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That-
Because otherwise, like you're just going in blind, and then you make a claim, and you're like, "Oh shit, I don't."
I have
anything in my
one
hand."
single card I can use, and then nothing else helps my case.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do wish you could like turn in a card to get a new one.
Actually, that would be pretty.
Or you could
I do
swap,
love this
or you
game,
could like
but it's
swap
much
cards with another guy.
Yes, this game is so much fun.
That's fun being the journalist. I like just goofy little journalizing.
yeah.
Did you appreciate my little private journal entry for you, bro?
I didn't. I hated it.
What, you must share the journal entry now. I'm curious.
You want me to send it?
Yeah, if you want to. Don't mind.
Yeah. Is this? Not that. Fuck. I just sent the code again. I just copied the image. Why didn't it work? There you
I
go.
can. Oh, you got it.
Oh my god.
that is so